What up, guys? What up, David? What up, Clay? Hope you guys are doing well. Happy Monday. We'll get started here shortly. I don't think I have anybody backing out of any spots, so that should be helpful. What up, guys? What up, Greg? What up, Jeff? What up, Chuck? All right. Well, let's get the show started. All right, so always good to have a break where I don't have to worry about reselling any spots that are, from an unpaid buyer. So happy trade deadline day. 38 trades. Apparently it was a major league record. What I heard, 38 trades today. Went down, maybe more. There was a couple minor ones. Actually, I think we're 40. But there's a look at the site right now. Tonight, I am drinking a new beer. Not sure how it'll be. It's from Fair State. It's a hazy IPA. It's from Mirror Universe. I was in Cincinnati over the weekend. For those who don't know, I was following this Pirates versus Reds. We went out there just for a day, and we went to the Buc-ee's. It's out near Dayton, Ohio. We went there yesterday, and then on Saturday before we went to the game, we were only able to spend maybe 15 minutes, and you probably need a good hour to 3 hours. No joke. We went to Jungle Gyms. If you have never heard it, check it out sometime. And this was a beer that they had a 4-pack for $5. It was their crazy blowout deal that they called it. So not sure. Could be crap. Could be amazing. We'll find out. But for $5 for 4 beers, figure definitely worth giving it a shot. What up, Jesse? What up, everybody? Okay, I'm going to tell you right now. I wish I would have bought like 5 of those cases or 4 packs for $5 for $1.25 a beer. What a steal! That was amazing. That's really good. All right, guys. As always, if you bought 5 or more spots in the break room, you're going to get something in the mail. All right, so 5 or more, something's coming in the mail. All right, so how about a pack of 2021 Contenders Baseball, a pack of 2026 Sage Football, a little throwback here, Nolan Ryan Express Pacific Baseball cards, a little Pinata Smashlings pack, and a Donruss Basketball 24-25 Gravity pack. So if you buy 5 or more spots, that'll be coming your way. If you bought 10 or more, got a really cool upgrade coming your way. How about a jumbo hanger? Not a value or jumbo pack. It's actually a 60 card hanger. Everybody that buys 10 or more spots will get one of these. 2022 Prestige. You'll get a pack of Alter Beyond the Gates, a Hockey Hidden Treasures pack, an NBA Hoops Gravity Pack 24-25, and a 2026 Donruss Baseball Gravity Pack. All that is yours, and you get at least 5 or more spots get you something. 10 or more are always going to get you a bit of an upgrade. All right. Hope everybody's doing well. I apologize. I'm just going to get this out of the way. I'm not sure if he's in here hiding in the darkness, but just going to apologize uh, for Mr. Hawks' comments at the end of the break on Friday. He's obviously been banned from the break room. I'm not sure if everybody caught everything, or not from Friday, but from Tuesday last week. Just very inappropriate comments were sent my way. Very vulgar, extremely vulgar. And I'll just put it this way. I'm just going to leave it at this. If you're that upset with the breaks, don't buy in. Don't need you to, if you feel like you're not getting your value, my goal is not to try to rip anybody off or make anybody upset. So just stay away if it's not, what you want moving forward. That's all I can say about that. Uh, just the emails I received, just the vulgarity was mind blowing. And so was the bad grammar, but that's a whole nother story. So sorry about that if you guys caught wind of it. I did get 13 unfortunate negative feedbacks on eBay, which really sucks. And they're not doing anything to take it off because his vulgarity came through email, personal email to me, not through business email, not through their site. But we'll move forward. Um, just wanted to apologize for the stuff that just the tip of the iceberg that came through at the end of the day on Tuesday of last week. So I appreciate everybody out there. Like I said, if you have issues with the breaks or whatever, just don't buy in. I'm not trying to make anybody do something they don't want to do. That's for sure. All right, just making one quick update to the site here. All right, should be good to go. Jeff, yeah, they did. I've been responding. I don't know. Hopefully you got that. Hopefully you got my emails. I'm back. Okay. Tried sending it from a different server today, so maybe you got those. All right, guys. Well, first things first. Let's look at what's going on here in the break room. All right, so a little bit different. We're gonna have a small break on Thursday. I have to travel this weekend for work on Friday into Saturday, so just wouldn't be able to do the break on Friday. But I figured I could do a small one on Thursday, and I'll be able to get those items out on Sunday. Work on filling orders late Saturday and Sunday, and out on Monday and Tuesday for everybody. So there'll be a small break this Thursday, so be on the lookout for that because I'm not sure everybody's going to think or remember Thursday's going to have the break. So be on the lookout. Have some the spots on Thursday, and then we'll be doing a normal Tuesday Friday break next week. So what's out there? What's available? All right, tonight I have for a brand new case, football sensational signatures football from Gold Rush. That's to be paired with the mini helmet and jersey. So it's a 3-box break. At this point, we just have the Cardinals, the Saints, and the Seahawks available. Everybody else is sold out. All right. Then we have baseball 3-box break. It is a Gold Rush 16 by 20 photo, a autographed baseball, and an autographed jersey. At this point, we have the Orioles, the Rockies, and the Nationals. Orioles, Rockies, and Nationals available. All right, just a couple spots. Oh, we have the AL Central remaining in our baseball divisional break. And just a couple of spots remaining in our basketball. Random 30 team random team break. We have a basketball, we have a sneaker, and we have a jersey. So 3 box break in that. And then we have our full size helmets. It's a full size helmet from Hit Parade. We have the Cardinals, the Bengals, Packers, Texans, Jaguars, and Saints available. Again, full size helmet and jersey break. And then last but not least, I put together a grab bag. Hopefully, you have some fun with this one. So, someone's going to get an autographed Tom Glavine batting helmet. So, we're going to have an autographed Tom Glavine batting helmet someone's going to get. That's going to be guaranteed. Someone's going to get a Gold Rush multi-sport value pack. 3 cards in it. Normally have at least one auto and or slab card. Out of that, 2 people get an autographed 8x10 multi-sport photo. Some big potential hits with that as well. And then we're going to have 5 spots from our single Gold Rush break. The Cardinals, Falcons, Ravens, Jaguars, and Commanders. And then we're going to have 32 spots in an exclusive 4-box football break. 2 Gold Rush Extravaganza sign and slab boxes, and then 2 Gold Rush 8x10 photo boxes. So that will be coming up in the break. All right. So, and let me go ahead and do something real quick. So that shows you the football spots in green. Let me make one adjustment. Didn't show up here. Just give me a second on that grab bag. No change to is written or anything. I just want to make sure that the right photo is added for the 8x10. It's a traditional football 8x10 photo, and I want to make sure that that is added. So just give me a split second to do that. No, that's why. All right, photo. I didn't add the keywords photo to it. I'm going to do that right now, and that should show up very shortly. All right, so I'm going to copy that over. All right, so if I add that there. All right, so now it should be showing directly into uh, everything. All right, well, let's get the evening started. We have a fun night ahead of us. Let's get started with our baseball bat break. Why not? Right off the gate here. Yeah, it's weird. Thank you guys. I appreciate it. It was a weird. I was so thankful to be able to go away this weekend, to go to Cincinnati just to get away from the evil. I mean, I'm not. He made threats on my daughter and on me, and just don't need that. Just don't need. I know we live far away. You just why do you have to make threats though? Like that's just the thing. It was going too far and above. But it is what it is. And thank you guys. All right. This is 1 bat and 2 baseball break. I want everybody out there. I want you to give me 5 Major League Baseball players in one line. 5 players, one line. If you guess a player comes out of the bat or either baseball, 5 players, one line. If you guess a player comes out of bat or either baseball, you're going to get a box of mystery. All right? There'll be no whammies out there. Everybody will get a box of mystery, and I'll put some really good stuff out there as possible hits. All right? So we got to figure out. We know it's going to be bat 3. It's the last one from the case, bat 3. What we don't know is which baseball. 1's here, 4's there. I also have 7 and 8. Those are the last 4 boxes from the case, by the way. All right. So we'll go over here. List randomizer. If you are new, we do this 7 times. 4, 7, and 8. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7 times. 4 and 8. 4 and 8. All right. So 4's coming on, and it's going to replace, or 1's coming off, and it's going to get replaced by box 8. All right, so here is box 8. One is coming off. All right. Let's go back over. And I want everybody to put those guesses in. Let's see who we've got in our break. Let me put our little note out there. We have Carlos in the action with the Diamondbacks, Jose with the Braves, Michael's got the Orioles, Brandon with the Red Sox, Jared's got the Cubs, Jeff with the White Sox, Clay's got the Reds, Jose's got the Guardians of the Galaxy, Matt has the Rocks, David with the Tigers, Jared has the Astros, and Mr. Evans has the Royals, Case with the Angels in the outfield, Greg has the Dodgers, David with the Marlins, Chad's got the Brewers, Carlos with the Twins, Ryan's got the Mets, Case with the Yanks, Carlos with the A's, Chuckwagon with the Phillies, Clay's got the Buccos, Case with the Flyers, Zach Attack's got his Giants, Aaron with the Mariners, Michael Evans has the Cards, Troy with the Rays, Jared's got the Rangers, Jose's got the Blue Jays, and David's sitting nicely with the Nets. All right, guys, I'm going to call it no more guesses. Good luck, everybody. All right, let's get our baseball good luck duck out there. Quack, quack. All right, this is box 4. I'll take our little note off. Seal up all the way around. I'll cut right there. All right, secondary seal. Time to give this a cut. See what we got. Good luck, everybody. Oh, all right. We have a Hall of Fame manager who never played in the major leagues. So it's going to be the team that he coached the most games with. I don't think he played. Let me double check. Let me make sure, because this will be, if he played a game in the majors, it'll go to that. But we have Tony La Russa. Tony La Russa on the hit right there. Let me double check to make sure that he never played a game. Tony La Russa. He did play in the major leagues. All right, so it's going to be based on games played. Games played, Tony La Russa. All right, games played, and you know what? It would be the team that he managed with anyway. And fun fact, he played with Kansas City at age 18 before they moved to Oakland. All right, I actually didn't know for sure if he played in the majors. All right, Tony La Russa, Oakland A's on the hit right there. So that worked out. Carlos on the hit. Welcome back, Carlos. Tony La Russa, Hall of Fame manager, going to get the hit as the player with the A's. All right, let me mark that down. All right, here we go. Box number 8. Box 8. Quack, quack, quack. Sealed up. Secondary seal right there. Oh, I like this one. He needs to come back healthy. He needs to come back healthy. Rawlings. Major League Baseball authenticated. O'Neal Cruz. O'Neal Cruz on the hit. That is going to be a hit for the Pirates. O'Neal Cruz going out to Clay. Clay, congratulations, Clay. O'Neal Cruz for the Buccos. Buccos were active in the trades today, getting a lot of relievers. Much needed relievers. Great. O'Neal. Ooh. He was well on his way to being an all-star before the injury. All right, guys. Bat 3, last one from the case. Quack, quack. Let's see if we can pull a heater. And that's just how they want us opening it, so let's show the side that they said, no, not today. All right. Quack, quack, box 3. It's a Rawlings baseball bat. Oh, I know that signature. I bet this has a couple guesses. From the Toronto Blue Jays, we have first baseman Vlad Jr., Vladimir Guerrero Jr. on the hit for the Blue Jays. All right, Vlad Jr. That's Jose. Jose, you've been fired with the bats lately. Congrats, Jose. Jose's fire in the break room with these bats. Vlad Jr. on the hit. All right, Carlos, Clay, and Jose. All right. Any guesses on Cruz? Dela Cruz. All right, Vlad Jr. I knew I was going to have some guesses. La Russa. All right, Vlad. All right. Gonna write these names down here. Jeff. I've got Jeff with one. Victoria. Jose. Jake. All right, those are the names. I have 4 names. I have Jake, Victoria, Jose, and Jeff. If I miss somebody, let me know. I got him, Thomas. I got him. All right, 4 boxes of mystery. Can't do a whammy. I was about to throw a whammy out there. Can't do a whammy. All right, 4 boxes of mystery. All right. All right, no whammies out there. I have 4 names. Did I miss anybody? All right, you're welcome. It was a sweet hit. All right, first come, first serve. Jake, Jeff, Victoria, Jose. Go ahead and make your selections. All right, Jose going with the toolbox. Sorry, Jeff, you're gonna have to pick again. I've got Jose with the toolbox just ahead of you. All right, Jake, you're gonna have to pick again. And Jeff, you're gonna have to pick again. I have Victoria with the silver. All right, babes. All right, Jeff kept getting the last one. Jeff, you're gonna get the shark. All right, Jeff, you get the shark. All right. What up? Hey, Steve, I emailed you. It's been a crazy week. All right, Jeff, here's your shark. Dun, dun, dun. A hobby pack. All right, a little Topps Big League Baseball hobby pack. All right, Jeff, let's see if we can pull a heater out of this hobby pack for you. All right, Harrison Bader. Don't put him on a moped. Kettle Marte. Nick Lodolo. Juan Soto, Jose Abreu parallel, Alex Verdugo, Jared Kalenic, and Patrick. He ain't the smartest, but he's got some wisdom. All right, Jeff, those cards be coming your way. All right. Steve. All right, Jeff. Babes to Jake. Jake, how about the Babes? How about this one? How about an Optic? Donruss Optic Jumbo Pack. Let's go. All right, Jake. Let's see if we can get some stuff that's sweet. All right, Optic. Bonus pack. All right. Well, a couple cards sticking here. Let me put those there. And there we go. All right, Jake. Give a little Blake Snell. Trevor Story. Zach Gallen. J.P. Crawford. Carlos Correa. These guys. Pete Alonso and the Diamond King. How about a William Contreras rated rookie? There you go. Great young catcher. Evan White. Carlos Correa. A mythical prism of Ken Griffey Jr., the kid. Haven Smith. Parallel prism. Brent Rooker. Minnesota Twin prism rookie. There you go. Great pull right there. Matt Yastrzemski. Mike Yastrzemski. A Sandy Alcantara. Chris Bryant Unleashed, and a Luis Rodriguez rated prospect. All right, it's got some really good cards in there. Good rookies in there, too. Contreras. All right, Jake. Get back. Hey, Steve, no worries. Silver. All right, Silver is now to Victoria. Victoria! Victoria. You are going to get a Prism Draft Picks pack. All right, Prism Draft Picks pack for Victoria. All right, a little Will Bednar, David Bednar's brother. Ryan Holgate. Spencer Arrighetti Silver Prism. Really good pitcher when healthy with the Houston Astros. Spencer Arrighetti. A Jordan McCants. And a Brady Allen. But a nice looking Spencer Arrighetti. All right, Victoria. Last but not least, Jose. Jose, you are going to get a pack of 2023 Topps Baseball. All right, 2023 Topps Baseball for Jose. All right. We have Tough as Nails. Mark Canha. Kyle Hendricks. Ozzie Albies. There's a Jesse Winker. Matthew Libator. Corbin Burns. Josiah Gray. Cody Bellinger parallel. Here's a Byron Buxton on the top stars. Paul Goldie. Gunnar Henderson rookie. That's a nice pull. Nice Gunnar Henderson rookie. Just traded Dean Kramer. And a Julio Rodriguez rookie cup. All right, guys. Well, congratulations. Those cards coming your way. Yeah, it was a rough one, Steve. It was a rough one. All right, real quick. Upcoming break schedule tonight. We are live. Then we're going to be breaking Thursday. Just a reminder, this Thursday and then next Tuesday, not this Friday. It'll be a short and smaller one on Thursday. Spots available on the site are as follows. Full-size football, Gold Rush, brand new series just came out. I'll be opening up a brand new case for this one. A mini helmet and jersey. So 3-box break. We have the Cardinals and Saints. Cardinals and Saints. Then 16 by 20 Gold Rush photo, jersey, and baseball. We have the Orioles, the Rockies, and that's it. Orioles and Rocks. Then we our basketball. Just a couple. I think just a couple spots remaining in this. Is a 3 box break. All 30 teams random. We have basketball autograph sneaker, autograph full size basketball, and autograph jersey. Some of the names in the sneaker are insane, and some of the names that are in the checklist for the basketball are insane. Kobe Bryant on both lists. So just pointing that out right here. Kobe Bryant basketball and Kobe Bryant on the sneaker right there. So, all right. Division baseball AL Central. And then last but not least, we have the full size helmet. It's one autographed full size helmet and one autographed jersey. We have the Cardinals, Bengals, Texans, Jaguars, Saints. Those are the teams that remain. Everything else, guys, sold out besides our Gold Rush or our grab bag. All right, so grab bag, 18 bucks get you a spot. It's our best value of the night. Someone's guaranteed to get an autographed Tom Glavine batting helmet. It's one of the souvenir batting helmets. I'll show that here in a second. Someone's going to get, two people are going to get autographed 8 by 10 photos. Someone's going to get a Gorish multi-sport value pack. This thing is loaded. A huge, insane potential. Normally, every pack comes with either an auto and or slab card. 5 spots in our single jersey break, and then 32 spots in our 4 box football break. 2 signed slab boxes, so 2 autographed photo, rookie cards. Signed slab could be, these are some of the big time headliners. And then 2 from our autographed 8 by 10 photos, and obviously some of the big names here. All right, so that is what is out there on the site, dad-breaks.com, and we just did this break. All right, let me show you real quick that Tom Glavine. This is the souvenir edition batting helmet. It's the JSA authentication. There we go. There's a look at the signature right there. All right, guys, let's go do our Funko break. All right, our Funko break. And this is something I had been working on a fix for a while. Taking a small cut on the margins here to try to make this work better. And hopefully you guys will like this. I now have X, Y, and Z as one combination. So the Ben Zobrist, the Steve Youngs, and the unwanted letter X, now all possibility under one umbrella. Oh, Steve, well, I appreciate that. It was something else. Yeah, it probably was, but it was some of the things he said that when he was making threats to me and my daughter were just not right. And I went to eBay about him get the negatives getting taken away, and it was not didn't work because it was off of eBay. He sent 3 emails. This is for the jersey. He sent the emails to me through personal email, through my business email. All right, this is for the jersey in this break. There's 5, there's 6, and 7 times. Box 5. Box 5. All right, but like I said, if you don't want to be a part of it and everything sucks, just don't buy in. I do my best to make everything fun and fair. To say that I don't, and that I'm a waste of money, yet you've been buying from me for almost 3 full years. I don't know. I really think it's because he didn't get hits that he wanted. But here's the thing: he got 2 Hall of Famers in that break last week, so it's not even like he got nothing. got a Hall of Fame mini helmet and a Hall of Fame 8x10 photo. So I don't know. There's three, there's 4, 5, 6, and 7 times. Box 8, guys. Box number 8. All right, so it'll be this guy right there. I'm gonna cross it off this. And now we got to figure out our Funko. Funko number 1 is the placeholder. We also have 2 and 4. 1, 2, and 4 are going to be the possibilities here. 1, 2, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7 times. Box 1, the one that's out there, we're going to stick with it. All right, guys, so box 1 is out there. Yeah, he did. All right, guys. First time I've ever had to ban somebody from the break room. Not that I had to. I hope you decide that he wasn't going to come back, but I can't block him from joining the live feed though. So guess you could do that. All right, here we go. This is 7 times. There are 24 possibilities. There's 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7 times. All right, Charlene's going to have the letter A, and George is going to have X, Y, and Z. All right, so we'll paste it, hit refresh, and we'll come back here and see who's rolling what. All right, guys. Charlene's got A. Chuck has B. We've got Zach with C. George D. Zach has E. George F. Jake GH. George has I. Jake has J. George has KL. Paul has M. Chuck Wagon has N. Zach has O. George has P. Zach has Q. Charlene has R. Chuck has S. George has T, U, V, W, X, Y, and Z. All right, go ahead, give me a letter. Yeah, I didn't say that. Go ahead, everybody out there, quickly give me a letter. I just more so it bothered me that was able to write 13 negatives and really hurt my feedback that makes other people potentially not want to break with me. That's what hurts me the most. If you want me to be honest with you, I just don't see the point of trying to do that. But all right, guys, good luck here. No more guesses. All right, we are going to start things out. What's up, big head? Here we go. Box 8. Box 8 right here. So it's going to start up top and go to the bottom. All right. Autograph 8x10 photo of a Hall of Famer. Sorry, there we go. It was slightly out. All right, we have Mike Singletary. Mike Singletary, Chuck Wagon getting the first hit of the break there. Chuck Wagon, you getting a little Secretary of Defense. Samurai Mike Singletary on the autographed 8x10 photo. And Aaron with a good last second guess. All right, it's jersey time. Box 5. Here we go. Hall of Famer. Oh, well, duh. All right. All right, let's get one of these headliners. Did I see a Derek Jeter? Ooh, I want to pull a Derek Jeter. I don't even know who has J, but I want a Derek Jeter. All right, here we go. Well, it's not going to be Derek Jeter. It's going to be Teemu Selanne, the letter S on fire. Hall of Fame winger Teemu Selanne. This is going to be his Jets jersey. How cool is that? I've seen in the break room we've pulled his jersey for the Ducks, but this time we're going to get a Winnipeg Jets. Teemu Selanne. Teemu Selanne. All right, Teemu Selanne going your way again, Chuck Wagon. So In all honesty, I put in about 40 to 44 hours a week on dad breaks, Steve. When I do 2 breaks a week, it's 40 to 44 hours a week on top of my 40-hour a week job. So, um, it's probably somewhere, it's over 20 hours for doing exactly what you just said. All right, guys, here we go. Here we go. Let's go, big hit. My daughter's able to knock that work down. About 2 of those hours come from my daughter. She helps with some of it, but it's only about 2 of those hours, unfortunately. We've talked about expanding that more in the future, but I got her from 1 hour to about 2 hours a week, maybe 2.5. Oh, another Hall of Famer. Another Hall of Famer, guys. How about a little Allen Iverson? The AI, George. George, great hit right there. Allen Iverson on an all-star Funko. The Funko man getting a Funko hit. Allen Iverson. Beckett authenticated in his all-star swag. The answer. All right, George Allen Iverson. Yeah, my daughter helps with the card portion of my breaks. The only people, so if you get a pack of cards that I open in the break, you're gonna get yours sent to you to sealed up your packs by me. Everybody else will get their packs sealed up. I put them, sort them, and then she puts them all together and mails them out. Uh, so that's where I'm able to get the help for her from her for now. I just don't want her to feel guilty if she was to ship like the Allen Iverson to George and accidentally send it to Mike or somebody else. And then I had to fix that. I don't want her to feel guilty for that. So I handle the shipment of the big tickets. No, that's sweet. Yeah, we'll do that. All right, guys. I and S is or C. C. We'll say Spanish C here for the giveaways. The giveaway opportunity here. All right. I have Jersey, aka Aaron. All right, Aaron with an S. Chuck Wagon with an S. Jesse has an S. All right, and David and Thomas with S's. All right, it's going to be a heavy battle. I have Jersey, Chuck, Jesse, Thomas, and David. I think that's everybody. And she makes a couple extra bucks every week helping me out, and then she's making extra money, which she doesn't really understand about, towards her college. With helping out. So to the 529. All right. Just trying to put that one last touch. All right. Top name pick in a box. Toolbox. And so we have Silver, Toolbox, and Gingy. Yeah, she definitely will. She kind of does, but doesn't. You know, you don't see it in front of you, and that she's got 14. She understands it a little bit more. When I started this when she was like age 7, she did not. There's 5, there's 6, and 7 times. All right, Aaron. Aaron, go ahead and make a selection. Box of mystery for Aaron. 2 hits, 1 whammy. All right, Aaron's going with the toolbox. All right, Aaron. Means you passed up on a countdown calendar pack and a 2012 hit pack. All right, so you missed out on 2 football packs. All right, Aaron. You also passed up on silver. Inside of silver was a Metal Universe Skybox Upper Deck pack and a Contenders basketball pack. All right, Aaron. That means you got a whammy. All right. Not all whammies create equal, though, Aaron. Because, Aaron, check this out. Snoop Doggy Dog. Oh, look at that. Snoop Dogg with his chalice, his little pimp cup right there. Coming your way. That's right, Snoop Dogg. Coming your way, Aaron. Congratulations. All right. What's good, yo? I think everybody wanted that Snoop there, Greg. I got lots of more fun Funkos lined up in the future, though, that's for sure. All right, guys. You see something on my end real quick. Please bear with me just a moment. All right. Only 18 spots remain in the grab bag, so we're well over halfway gone in the grab bag. It is loaded. All right, football. We have the Cardinals and the Saints available. Cardinals and Saints. Baseball, we have the Orioles, the Rockies. Just the Orioles and Rockies in baseball. So 2 teams left in each one of these 3 box breaks. Sold out the division break. Full size helmet. Cardinals, Bengals, Texans, Jags, and Saints. All right, those are available in our full size. And then just a couple spots remaining, just I think 2 spots remaining, 1 or 2 actually, in our basketball break. 3 box break here, full size basketball, jersey, and kicks. All right, guys, it's going to be divisional time. Let me go in and grab this AL Central spot. And you guys, if you want, you can give me a mini helmet divisional guess. Uh, Go ahead and give me a mini helmet divisional guess. This was Clay. Thank you, Clay. You put that in. Then after these divisional spots, I will get caught up a little bit. All right, guys. 1 mini helmet by division. All right, on the tables box 4, we also have 6, 7, 8. All right, so 4, 6, 7, 8 are the possibilities here. So 4, 6, 7, and 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 and 7 times. Box 7 on the 7th time. All right, let me grab box 7. All right, so box 7's coming on. This guy. We're going to put box 4 in the background because we need another mini helmet later. Actually, yes, we do. All right. Thomas has the AFC East and North. Paul has the AFC South. David, the AFC West. Chuckwagon, the NFC East. Troy, the NFC North. Jose's the NFC South. And Michael's got the NFC West. All right, guys. Good luck. No more guesses. Well, thank you, Jake. I appreciate it. I wanna pin Steve's comment. All right, guys. Good luck here. Let's get a good luck football duck out there. Quack quack. Quack. Box 7. Good luck, everybody. Cut into this, sealed up all the way around. Wishing everybody good luck here. All right. We have a Heisman Trophy autograph. This is going to be Johnny Manziel. Johnny Manziel. This is going to be an AFC North Heisman Trophy. This is going to be the Browns Heisman Trophy. Johnny Manziel, college, obviously. That is Beckett authenticated. That is Johnny Money. That is going to be going out to Thomas. All right, Thomas, congratulations. All right, Mr. Sweeney. The chat banner hard to read. Happy Monday. The one that says Happy Monday. Spots available at dad-break.com. All right. If you had AFC North, like Greg, your name is going to get added. Steve, your name is added. All right. I just have Greg and Steve. If I missed somebody, let me know. It's hard to read. What makes it hard to read? I truly don't know. Because on my end, like I wouldn't know. Because I'll show you what it looks like on my end. Well, no, it could be. It could be like. I'll show you what it looks like on my end. So it just reads no more guesses, but it might not stick out as much for you guys. I don't know. For me, obviously, it does. All right, guys. Full size football. If you like the division guess you put out there, go ahead and do it again. I have box 1 right here. I also have box 3. Let me just grab that. That's within reaching distance. Box 3 is right here. But if it's an issue for other people, let me know. Those are things that I don't know and I've never noticed. 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7 times. Box 1. All right, me. Our full size football. Box 1. Box 3 is out of here. All right, last call on those guesses. Aaron's got the AFC East, Jake the AFC North, Aaron the AFC South, Michael Evans the AFC West, Chuck Wagon the NFC East, Greg, the NFC North, David, the NFC South, and Zach, the NFC West. No more guesses. Let's get into it. All right. Well, the football. Let's go. Box one. Box one. Full-size football. Here we go. Give it a cut. Another cut. Pull it up a little. All right. Fly, Eagles, fly on the road to victory. All right. Is that Shady? All right. I got to look this up. I'm not sure if that's a Shady McCoy or not. Either way, that's going to be an AFC East Philadelphia, NFC East Philadelphia Eagles, NFC East. All right. And that's Chuck Wagon. Chuck, let me see. All right. This is Beckett authenticated. I think it's Shady, but I'm not positive on that. All right, so 4W30935668295. It is Shady. All right, LaShawn McCoy. All right, Shady's coming your way. All right, Chuck Wagon, you'll like that one a lot. Pit Panther. And gonna make the Hall of very good. I just shy of a Hall of Fame career, I think. But what a good player he was. All right, Chuck Wagon. Saw him play a lot with Dion Lewis and Pitt. And he played with Dion Lewis in Philly. Is he really a bad tipper? Those Pitt guys, jeez. I know he's had some trouble with a few of the ladies out there. All right, Shady. NFC East. Chuck Wagon, the hit and the guess. Charlene with the correct guess. All right, those are the only two names I'm seeing, Charlene and Chuck Wagon. If I miss somebody, let me know. It's baseball jersey time. All right, baseball jersey on the way. All right, everybody out there, give me a baseball division guess. I've got on the table 2, 3, 4, and 5. 2, 3, 4, 5. All right, 2, 3, 4, and 5. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7 times. Box 2, the one that's out there. Let's go with you. All right, guys. On the table, box 2, in the break, we've got Aaron with the AL East, Clay the AL Central, Aaron the AL West, Chuck Wagon the NL East, Clay the NL Central, and Zach Attack, he's got his NL West. All right, friends. Good luck, everybody. Here we go. No more guesses. No more guesses. All right. Good luck, baseball duck. All right. It quacks me up to do this. Box 2. All right. So you can see the RSA seal on this one is all the way around. Good luck, everybody. Seeing some yellow. Oh, seeing some multiple colors. How about a little Roy Oswald on the old school? Oh, that's a cool jersey right there. Not gonna lie, the auto is a little. I don't want to call it faded, but the silver is thick, very thick. All right, on the Roy Oswalt. The jersey, though, is sick. Roy Oswalt. Houston Astros. Houston Astros. That's going to be the AL Central Chuck Wagon. Or that's AL West. Sorry. All right, Chuck. I'm going to give you a small consolation prize because that's my bad. Chuck, I meant to say AL West and I said AL Central. So, Chuck, you're going to get a little bonus prism pack just for me being dumb. All right, so AL West. That is Zach. No, that's not Zach. That's Aaron. Aaron, AL West. Sorry, I can't read. All right. Roy Oswalt. Now that's not Chuck. It's Clay. I cannot read. Roy Oswalt jersey. Roy Oswalt did play in the NL East at one point. But all right, that is going out. Congrats, Aaron, and that is going out. The little bonus gift there. I'm dumb. He was, but it was also the NL Central, not the AL. So all right, Clay. That's my bad. So Clay, this is going to be a little bonus love for you here because I'm dumb and said the wrong division. I don't like giving false hope, but I'll still get 13 negative. All right, Clay. A little bonus love for you, Clay. A little Marcelo Mayer just got traded today to San Francisco. Marcelo Mayer, Luke Waddell. You have a Lyle Lockhart, Sam Bachman, and a Ryan Webb, rookie in there. But a little Marcelo Mayer on an apropos day for Marcelo Mayer. Traded in San Francisco today. All right, Roy Oswalt. Riley Leonard, he's a good ball player. He's a quarterback. It's really hard to tell. He's been passed over so often. I mean, he was a heck of a college player. It's going to be hard to tell. That's a hard one to know for sure, to be honest with you. Um, but he's got the Colts. He's in line to make the Colts still this year. All right, guys. AL West guesses. AL West. Shauna. Aaron with the correct guess. All right, just two names added, Shauna and Aaron. If I missed you, let me know. Gonna put 3 boxes of mystery out there. There are gonna be 2 hits, and there will be 1 whammy. 2 hits and 1 whammy out there in our box of mystery love. All right, so like I said, 2 hits, 1 whammy. 2 hits, 1 whammy. All right. We have a toolbox. We have a butterfly. We have silver. And I gotta take one off because I think I only put baseball out there, and it was not just baseball. The product. So let me figure out which one to switch. All right, guys. 2 hits, 1 whammy. Top 2 names get in the box. Either you just made the greatest trade of all time, or you have a signature on a helmet. There's 4, there's 5, there's 6, and 7 times. All right, Steve and Shauna. All right, Steve and Shauna, you guys are each going to pick a box of mystery here. Steve and Shauna. All right, congratulations, Steve and Shauna. All right, let's see what we got coming our way here with Steve and Shauna. All right, Shauna's going silver. Steve, you're going to take. You have either the toolbox or the butterfly for Steve. Hopefully, we didn't lose Steve. That. All right. I'm going to give it a countdown from 10. Otherwise, we'll go with what Aaron said. He wants the butters. And so does Thomas. So we'll give him 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. All right. You guys are going to get Steve the butterfly. All right, Steve. You're getting the butterfly courtesy of Aaron and Thomas. All right, passed up. Everybody passed up on the toolbox. Inside the toolbox was a Leaf Trinity box, 1 memorabilia and 2 steel cards. All right, that was the big one. All right, then you guys said, Steve, we want to give you a whammy. All right, Steve, you are going to get a box of 25 sterile Bucky's bandages. Boom. No worries, Steve. They got you all sealed and delivered with all the clean goods. Let Bucky make it all better. This weekend, I saw the Buccos and I saw Bucky's. So it was a Bucky's Bucko weekend. Boop, 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 boop. Boop, boop. Hello. All right. We drive. I've been to Bucky's in Nashville, Virginia now, and Ohio. I've driven each one. All right, Shauna. All right, Shauna, you got yourself a pack of contenders. No, there are no pretenders. There are only contenders for Shauna. All right, 2024 contenders. Let's go. All right, Shauna, you have Nico Collins, Michigan's finest. CD Don't Call Me cassette tape Lamb. There's a Jacoby Brissett. He just got paid. Zay Flowers. Harrison Butker. Tyler Lockett. Jahmyr Gibbs, second year card. And a nice looking card right here. Tim Brown and Michael Irvin, a couple of Hall of Famers. From the 1988 draft class, 88 or 89. It's hard to read. I think 88. Let me see. Yep, 88 draft class. Second, they were both drafted 11th, 6th, and 11th overall in 88. They both made the Hall of Fame. Oh, yeah, gotta get some nuggets, some nuggies. The brisket's my favorite. I love the brisket. We were there for breakfast, and I still got a brisket sandwich yesterday morning, Sunday morning. All right, guys. You guys are going to have to bear with me a moment here. I need to get caught up on a few spots, but our next break going to be this one right here. Full size helmet from TriStar full size helmet. All right, so grab this, put that there. All right, TriStar full size helmet. I am going to have everybody out there. You are going to put in the chat just because I need to take a little time on my end. You're going to give me 5 NFL players. If it comes out of the helmet or the jersey, you're going to get a $15 Dad Break gift card. Every single person that gets this correctly gets a $15 Dad Break gift card. All right, so Dad Break gift cards going out. If you guess player correctly comes out of the helmet or the jersey, 15 players, or 5 players, sorry, 5 players, a $15 gift card coming your way. All right, and like I said, I'm going to take a moment just to get caught up in some of these orders that have come in since the break has started. So thank you guys. And like I said, some great spots still out there. So if you're interested in joining the fun, take a look. It's in a book. It's Reading Rainbow. But also, I can do anything. Great grab bags out there. All right. Let's see. David, I've got you with a couple grab bags. Thank you, David. Paul has a grab bag, couple grab bags for Paul. Paul also grabbed a basketball spot. Jesse grabbed a basketball spot. And 3 grab bags. 1, 2, 3. Michael grabbed the Falcons. And he has the Ravens and the Eagles. Remember, if you guys are just joining, give me 5 NFL players for the 2 boxes you guys see on the table. Victoria, I've got you 2 grab bags with you. Clay, I've got you with a grab bag. Jesse, I've got you with the Seahawks. Let's go in and grab Shirley, Clay, Mike, Greg, Jake, Steve, and what up, Jeff P? Jeff P back in the action. All right, Jeff, I've got you with a grab bag and the pack attack. Steve, I've got you with the Nationals. Steve, thank you. I've got Jake with a couple of the grab bag. Greg has 4 in the grab bag. Thank you, Greg. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Also got the Seahawks. Michael Evans got you with 4 in the grab bag. Then Clay, another 2 in the grab bag. And I had you in the AL Central. Charlene, a couple in the grab bag. If you haven't yet, give me 5 players. 5 players on the NFL. Ed. All right. Jones in with a spot. What up, Jones? All right, Jones with the Texans. What up, Jones? Good to have Jones back in the action. Some of the OGs. All right, guys. last call in the giveaway, or the break here. Last call in the break. Let's figure this out. Jersey 6 is on the table. I also have 7 and 9. 6, 7, 9. 6, 7, 9 for our Jersey. 6, 7, 9. It is good to have some of the long-time, old school guys coming back after the last week's break. Such a disaster at the end. It's good to see some fresh, but long-time faces back in it. All right, box 7 for our Jersey. All right, box 7. Grab that right here, box 7. I am going to put 6 in the back because it could be a placeholder for later. Box 1 is a possibility for the helmet. So is box 2. 1 and 2 are our possibilities here for our helmet. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7 times. Box 2. All right, box 2. Let me grab that other helmet. All right, so box 2 is coming on. There's box 2. Good ado to numero uno. All right, David's got the Cardinals. Rick has the Falcons. Thomas with the Ravens. Greg has the Bills. David with the Panthers. Troy's got the Bears. Gilbert's got the Grapes and the Bengals. David with the Browns. Luis in the house with the Cowboys. Greg's got the Broncos. David with the Lions. Gilbert's got the Packers. Case has the Texans. Gilbert with the Colts. David with the Jags. Brandon L with the Chiefs. Brandon S with the Raiders. David's got the Chargers. Wayne with the Rams. Thomas has the Dolphins and the Vikes. David's got the Pats. Case with the Saints. Charlene's got the Giants. David with the Jets. Carlos has the Eagles and the Steelers. Michael's got the 49ers. Case with the Seahawks. Carlos with the Bucks. David with the Titans and the Commanders and Chiefs. All right, we've got a couple of new guys, Michael and Luis. Welcome to the big show, guys. All right, guys. Good luck. Well, I appreciate that, Steve. Steve. All right, box 7. Does it make you seriously wonder what Johnny Manziel's bank account looks like? Like, he has to be like spending it faster than Michael Jackson was spending it per dollar made. All right, guys, here we go. Good luck with his guesses. Oh, is he coming back, guys? Is he coming back from the Rams Hall of Famer to be? He'll be putting that off 5 more years. Aaron Donald. Beckett authenticated for the future Hall of Famer. Aaron freaking Donald. Boom. What a hit for the Rams. Aaron Donald. What a hit. What a hit. William. AD coming your way. Christian. All right, there we go. Another former Pitt Panther, just saying, grew up in Penn Hills on the same street that my mom. So, for those who don't know, Aaron Donald grew up on the same street that my mom and a Hall of Fame basketball coach. What's the legendary coach for the Denver Nuggets? Oh my gosh. I know that George Carl, and Aaron Donald and my mom grew up on the same street. My mom at the same time, slightly after George Carl did, but way before Aaron Donald. All right, guys, box 2, box 2. In Penn Hills. right. Oh, speaking of Hall of Famers, Hall of Famers on the defensive side. And he's wearing the helmet. It's on a helmet that matches the helmet he wore when he played. Uh, One of the all-time great defensive linebackers from the New York Football Giants. How about a Lawrence freaking Taylor? Lawrence Taylor for the Giants. There we go. Shirlene on a monster hit right there. Look at that. LT. Look at that beaut right there. That is TriStar authenticated Lawrence Taylor. Boom. Nice hit, Charlene. Darby. Upper Darby, lower Darby, just regular Darby. All right, Charlene. All right, congrats, Charlene. She's a beaut. All right, did we have any LT guesses or Aaron Donald guesses? Oh, I see an LT guess. Let me see. Did anybody call him Taylor? I see Aaron. Aaron has an LT guess. Does anybody else have a Taylor guess? Let me get some stickers. I just see. I just see Aaron. Yep, I got you, Aaron. You're the only correct guess I see, Aaron. I'm going to send you a $15 gift card. Check that out. Right there. Lawrence Taylor. All right, Aaron. $15 Dad Break gift card coming your way. Actually, send that over right now. Because everybody else is going to go buy a spot in the grab bag, right? Aaron. All right. I think, let me double check to make sure that's the right email address. Yep, that's the right email. All right, Aaron, it is coming over. Um, 8-3. All right. You should have it right now, Aaron. Not a bad player. He was Joe Theismann's favorite player. Greg, sorry to hear. All right, guys. Give me 1 second here. Couple orders that came in. Just want to get those in. What up, Mike Widows? Got Mike in the grab bag as well. All right. In the grab bag, I have 14 spots. All right, 14 spots still remain in the grab bag, and a few other spots hunkering down in the break room right now. Let me see. All right, that's all. We did that. All right. I think everything that remains is tied to being so. There's one spot remaining in the basketball break. One spot remaining in the basketball break. That's the next break we're going to do. So just a 4-1-1 on that. One spot remains in the basketball break. We will be doing that one next. So if you want to grab the last spot, go for it. There's one spot remaining. All right, so it's going to be this break next. All right, I'm going to go ahead. Here is Jersey 1. We have box 20. I am going to go grab the new case for this. Don't worry if you don't see your name. There's a few that will be added. But we got to break open the last case we have. Last case we have of the basketballs. Let's get our good luck basketball on wheels right here. All right. Let's figure this out. All right. Box 1, box 2. All right, so this is 1, this is 2. Behind 1 will be 3. Behind 2 will be box number 4. All right, so we're going to go ahead. We're going to figure this one out. All right, list randomizer. This is for the basketball. There's 1 time, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7 times. Box 4. So that's the one that's going to be behind box 2. All right. Here goes. Box 1 is out of here. Box 2 is out of here. We are going to now mark box 3. And I'm putting a huge star on box 4. So we know which one I'm using. All right. So those are out of here. All right, so this here is box 3. Not going to use that. This one is box 4. That's got the star on it. All right, box 4's got the star. All right, kicks and jersey. Let's figure out the jersey. I have box 1 on the table. Also had box 3. 1 and 3. Let me just grab box 3 as well. This is box 3. 1, 3. 1 and 3, 7 times. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 times. Box 1. All right, so 3, not today. All right, and before we figure out what kicks we're going to use, I am going to figure out our team placement. So that way, if anybody wants to make a trade for their team, they'll be able to do so. Someone bought that spot, I believe. All right, let me go in and see. Thomas. Thank you, Thomas. Thomas grabbed that spot. All right, so all the names. If this was the 7th time, Thomas would have the letter of the Washington Wizards, and Matt would have the Atlanta Hawks. But we're going to do it 7 times. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. One more makes it 7 times. Here we go. Jake's going to have Atlanta, and Victoria is going to have Washington. Let's figure out what everybody's got in between. All right. Let me hit refresh. All right. So we are now looking at Jake with the Hawks, Zach with the Celtics, Aaron with the Nets, Matt has the Hornets and Bulls, Ryan with the Cavs, Matt with the Mavs, Paul's got the Nuggets, Jeff has the Pistons, Jake with the Warriors. Paul's got the Rockets. Charlene with the Pacers. And the Clippers. Grace got the Lakers. Zach has the Grizz. Miguel with the Heat. Zach has the Bucks. Aaron with the T-Wolves. Charlene with the Pels. Jake has the Knickerbockers. Matt has the Thunder from Down Under. Chad's got the Magic. Thomas has the Sixers. Aaron with the Suns. Jesse with the Blazers. Matt's got the Kings. Zach with the Spurs. Matt's got the Rap Show. Miguel with the Utah Jazz. And Victoria with the Washington Wizards. All right, so that's a look at that. All right. My dad would have liked to see that one. He definitely would have liked to see. We got to see LeBron play against the Sixers with the Cavs. My dad would have liked to see him. He would have never believed me if I told him that it happened. Though he'd have never believed me. He'd have been excited. All right, box 20 right here. After that, box 48. My dad was a diehard Sixers fan. My dad was from Lancaster County, PA, so diehard Sixers, Phillies, Eagles fan. Buried wearing an Eagles shirt. He was buried wearing a Philadelphia Eagles shirt in his casket. All right, 20 and 48 are the two numbers we are going to be using here. 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7 times. All right, box 48. So growing up, because it was a lot closer to go to Cleveland, we would go to see the Sixers play the Cavs in Cleveland as a kid growing up. Just closer to go to Cleveland when living in Pittsburgh. So that's why I grew up liking the Sixers and Cavs, because if I ever went to an NBA game, it was always the Cavs and Sixers. And they were always really bad most of my lifetime, especially after the Sixers traded Charles Barkley. That all changed when Allen Iverson went to the Sixers and then LeBron to the Cavs. Though, that would be cool. That would be cool. That is cool. Now, when I saw the Sixers play in Philadelphia, I never saw them play the Cavs. I swear we probably always saw. It felt like we always saw them play in the Hawks. I don't know why it just always felt that way. Ah, Jerry Stackhouse. Man, that was a team. All right, guys. Any trades? And then if you haven't yet, give me. I guess no one will. Give me one NBA team. Everybody, go ahead real quickly. Give me one NBA team. Everybody that guesses correctly will get a box of mystery. Every single guess who comes out of any of the three boxes, you will get a box of mystery. If we have four or more people guess correctly, I'll put some packs out there. Otherwise, everybody will get a box. Jerry Stackhouse, man. People were calling him Michael Jordan Jr. Remember that? He was Michael Jordan Jr. was one of the nicknames he was getting. Jordan Jr. And if you never saw him play, you know that they gave him that nickname before they ever saw him play in the NBA. He was a good player, but he was never Jordan Jr. Joshua, got you in the break tonight. Mr. Rojas, welcome back. And Jones got you in the grab bag as well. Let me just grab a couple of these names. Chuck and Aaron got you guys. Chuck Wagon grabbing the Saints and the Cardinals. I think that might have closed that one out. Thanks, Chuck Wagon. And then Aaron grabbing a grab bag. So just a handful of grab bags left. All right, guys. Good to be back. Is that I am Bohas? Is that you, Joshua? All right, guys. Good luck, everybody. we've got our good luck basketball on this one. No more guesses. We're going to start out with the jersey. All right. Sealed up all the way around. We're going to give this a cut. Box one. Box one. Looking for something big. All right. Didn't see any trades. So, all right, guys. Good luck, everybody. We have an Allen Houston. Allen Houston on the hit right there. No, that's not Allen Houston. That's Larry Grandmama Johnson. Same team. That's Larry Johnson. I thought I saw Knicks, and I thought that said Houston. All right. Larry Grandmama. All right, New York Knicks. Larry Johnson on a Knicks jersey. Allen Houston, we're 20. We're number 20. Did you really? I missed that. All right. That's a Knicks hit. Knicks on the board. Jake. Larry Johnson. UNLV's finest. Oh, BK Knights. Man, I haven't thought about that name. I missed it. That's funny. Box 48, guys. Oh, wait, we're going to do that. We're going to do the basketball first. This was box 4. Put the big star on it. Box 4, front, side, back. Goodness. There's a cut. Another cut. All right. We have a Hall of Famer, a Dream Teamer. We have a member of the Dream Team, the OG team. All right. Let me take this basketball out of the box or out of the bag. All right. We have Hall of Famer Chris Mullin. Chris Mullin. Sorry about that. It froze for a second. Luckily, we were able to show who it was before it froze. We have Chris Mullin on the Dream Team. All right. Warriors, Jake, back-to-back hits. All right, Jake. Jake, a little Chris Mullin there for you. Could Jake get the trifecta? Could he get the sweep? Jake, look, can you locate your broom? Can you locate his broom? Pew, 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 pew. All right, Chris. Mullin, basketball. All right, guys, here we go. Box 48. Is your mom doing any better, though, Thomas? I know that it's been a little while now, so hopefully she's doing better. All right, box 48. 48 right there. Well, my thoughts are with you and her and prayers as well. All right, guys, here we go. Front side, back side. Nobody knows which side. It's a cut. Another tap. Another cut. All right, guys, good luck here. Straight across. There's our sneak. All right. Can we find a BK Knight? All right. Who do we have? Oh, ho, 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 ho. We've seen this name tonight already on a Funko. Look at these. Allen Iverson. Allen Iverson for the Philadelphia 76ers. Those are sick. Those are sick. BMX Iversons. Right there. The Keymaster. You are the Keymaster right here on these Iversons. That's sick, guys. That is sick. Holy cow. Sixers with a huge pull. Thomas. Thomas, there you go. Thomas, that is a monster. Quite literally a monster. Hit right there. Love that one. Love that one. All right, Mullen, Johnson, and Iverson. We have like the all 90s team right there. Thomas, you got to put that. You got to get a nice plastic. What do they call those? The case. What's the name for that? Lucitite case. Lucitite case for that, Thomas, because that's a sick one. And I know you're a Sixers fan first when it comes to basketball. All right, Johnson, Iverson, and Mullen. All right. Mm, all right. I like that we had someone hoping for an Iverson and hoping for a uh, grandmama, and we pulled both. All right. Sixers, Knicks, and Warriors. Sixers, Knicks, and Warriors. All right. Shauna, I got you with the Sixers. Thomas, I have you with the Sixers. And Steve, I have you with the Sixers. All right, no Warriors and no Knicks guesses. All right, so those are the three names I see. Steve, Shauna, and Thomas. Steve, Shauna, and Thomas got that monster of a hit. Big night for the AI community. We're not talking ChatGPT either. All right, I'm gonna put three boxes out there. There will be one whammy. We're talking two hits. We're gonna talk two hits here. One whammy. Two hits and one whammy out there. All right, two hits and one whammy. You guys did good. All right, Steve, Shauna, and Thomas. All right, Steve, Shauna, and Thomas, go ahead. Pick a box of mystery. First come, first serve. Two hits, one whammy. Not all whammies created equal. And that was a last second buy in, by the way, with Thomas. Last second. That spot was the last basketball spot purchased. Steve, I love it. All right, Shark to Thomas, Trash to Shauna. That means the babes are going out to Steve. All right, Steve, you're getting the babes. Steve, they have left you with the babes, and Steve, they like to leave you with the whammy. Whammy. All right, Steve. But not all whammies create equal because this one's a fun one. How about a tiny nightmare? These are tiny nightmares, and there is a big potential. Steve, do you want me to open this or do you want me to send it to you sealed? Steve, tiny nightmare. Open or send you sealed? Your choice. Open it. You got it. All right, let's do it. There's I gotta cut it. I wasn't sure how this was done. All right, there we go, right there. All right, there's some weight to this. It is heavy. It is not a light piece of plastic. I don't. It could be plastic, but it's not light. All right, here we go, Steve. Oh, ho, ho, ho. All right, you got yourself the nun. Right there, the nun. It's coming your way, Steve. The nun. Tiny Nightmare, the nun. You can mark it off on your checklist right here. The nun. Yeah. All right, Steve. You'll have none of it. Steve is willing to trade that for the Allen Iverson sneaker. You are welcome. All right, good man, good man. Trash to Shauna. All right, I've got one more of those after that, so we'll have another one to open at some point. All right, Shauna. Shauna. Shauna's got the trash. Shauna's got a Panini Contenders. Panini Contenders basketball. All right, Shauna, coming out of your Contenders pack, you have a Paul George, DeJounte Murray. These guys have been traded for some big time returns in their career. Terrence Ross, a little something here. How about a patch of Jalen Green? There we go. A little Jalen Green love, Phoenix Sun. All right, Jalen Green, a little patch rookie ticket. And you got a little game night nightmare, Bojan Bogdanovic. All right, Shauna, those cards coming your way. All right, Thomas, already got a big night. Thomas, what's coming out of the Monopoly Prism pack? All right, Monopoly Prism for Thomas. All right, Monopoly Prism basketball. Let's see what you've got. Jaren Jackson Jr. How about a Prism? Mikal Bridges. Mikal Bridges Prism. Rob Dillingham. Rob Dillingham rookie. And a Julius Randle. Julius Randle. All right, Thomas, those cards coming your way. Julius Randle, a big reason why the Knicks are champions. His best basketball went to the Knicks of his career. Built up his trade value. What up, Clay? Clay, we pulled a Chris Mullin to the Warriors basketball, Larry Johnson to the Knicks, and an Allen Iverson to the Sixers. Cat in a tree? What do I see? Nothing but love. It's up in a tree. That's my cat in the hat off the cuff, just a little off the cuff. All right, Jose got a couple grab bags. Thank you, Jose. All right, we have 8 grab bags remaining. 8 grab bags remaining. Let me see. Let me see what's left. What's left? All right. Surprised we still have some full size stuff left. That is a first. All right. Just making sure I got the right stuff lined up here. All right, guys. Here's what remains in the break room tonight. Not a whole lot. Not a whole lot. If you want to grab a spot, not a whole lot remains. Everything else sold out here. I'll start backwards. Baseball. This is a 16 by 20 autograph photo, an autograph baseball, and an autograph jersey. We have the Orioles. We have the Rockies. Orioles and Rockies. That's it, guys. We have base autograph full size football helmet. The Cardinals, the Bengals, the Jaguars, the Saints, and that's it. Those 4 spots remain. Cardinals, Bengals, Jaguars, Saints. Oh my. And then we have 8 spots remaining in our grab bag, and this thing's just loaded. If you need me to go into it, I will. If someone's going to get an autographed Tom Glavine batting helmet, a couple people are going to get an autographed 8x10. Someone's going to get a Gold Rush value pack loaded with 3 cards. One of them is typically almost always either an auto or slab. Then we're going to have a 4 box break with 2 autographed 8x10 football photos and 2 autographed first year or rookie cards from Gold Rush. All right, so loaded. Great value spots. Typically my best value I offer of the night with that. So that's there right now. All right, that being said, we are going to do, and I know I have to go in and just update the last couple. Nope, I have them already ready to go. We are going to do the autographed full-size football. That's right, full-size football, mini helmet, and jersey break. Give me a second, because this break, it's a monster. It's a brand new case of footballs here. Brand new case of footballs. Everybody out there, I want you to just give me one NFL team. One team. That's all you have to do. If the team comes out of the helmet, the mini helmet, the full-size football, or the jersey, you will get a box of mystery. If we do 4 or more people correctly, we'll just do a bunch of packs out there. But if it's 3 or less, we'll just do boxes like we just did in the last break with the basketball. All right, guys. Well, I cut into that a little. So the way this is going to work, this is going to be box 1, 2, 3, 4. Behind this will be 5. Behind this will be 6. Behind this will be 7. Behind this will be 8. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Then behind it, 5, 6, 7, 8. All right, so that is our footballs. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Here's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7 times. Box 7. Gonna make that fun. Box number 7. All right. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So it's the one behind that will be box 7. All right. So we're gonna just pull 1 out of here. We're gonna pull 2. We're gonna pull 3. And we're gonna pull number 4. And then we're gonna there. Pull, that will be 6. Well, we'll just do this. You now see this is box 7 right here. I'm going to hold it. That is box 7. All right. Second here. right, so that's box 7. Let's just put a big old blue dot on it right there. Box 7 is going to have a dot right there. All right. Now we got to figure out the jersey mini helmet. All right, jersey. Let's start with that. We have 6 on the table. We also have 9. 6 and 9. All right, so 6, 9, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7 times. All right, box 9. Let me grab box 9. Box 6, adios. Number 4 is the mini helmet on the table. We also have 6 and 8. 4, 6, and 8 for our mini. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7 times. Box 6 is our mini helmet here. Box 6. So let's go grab that guy right now. Bring it on. Box 6. Box 4, not today. All right, guys. Chuck has the Cardinals. Michael with the Falcons. Matt's got the Ravens. Case with the Bills. David's got the Carolina Panthers. Aaron with the Bears. Mike has the Bengals. Sarah's got the Browns. Jared's got the Boys. Jake has the Broncos. We have William with the Lions. Mike has the Packers. And I can't talk. Mike has the Packers. Jake has the Broncos. Shirley with the Colts. Brian with the Jags. Brandon's got the Chiefs. David with the Raiders and the Chargers. Greg's got the Rams. Paul's got the Dolphins. Jake with the Vikes. Mike's got the Patriots. Chuck Wagon with the Saints. Jake with the Giants. David's got the Jets. Chuck Wagon saying fly, eagle, fly. Clay's got the Steelers. Zach Attack's got his Niners. Greg with the Seahawks. Jose's got the Bucks. David's got the Titans. And hopefully got a little angel tissue on the commode. All right, guys. Good luck. They did. I'll tell you right now, the Orioles did very well. The best trade of the day was the Adley one. For of all the teams, the best value of any team was the Adley trade, though. I know it hurts to trade, and that trade hurts. That trade hurts, but I think it was the best value trade of any team in baseball today that was selling. And I think it took that to sell him to trade him within division. All right, guys. G-Rock, let's go. Big hits. Box number 9. Box number 9. Jersey right here. Cut through. See what we got. All right, here we go. We have a little Billy White Shoes Johnson. Billy White Shoes Johnson. All right, this is going to be a Titans hit because that is a Houston Oilers. Billy White Shoes Johnson. BJ. All right, Billy White Shoes Johnson. Titans, David. All right, David off the schneid and into the win. I know. I hear you. I hear you. I hear you. That I hear. The Pirates went for it today, and they're 2.5 or were 2.5 out. Hopefully they won. Did the Pirates win, or did they blow that game against the Brewers? If they blew it, don't tell me. Please don't tell me they blew it. I'm tired of their bullpen stinking. The Pirates bullpens just got awful. That's why they traded for 3 relievers. There's going to be no season next year because of your darn Dodgers. All right, guys. No one's telling me that they won, so that means they lost. Great. Box 6. Box 6. Here we go. Sealed up. All right, guys. Here we go. That's probably more than the Pirates are worth these days. Let's be honest. Ooh. We have a Pittsburgh Steeler running back, Le'Veon Bell. Le'Veon Bell on the hit right here. Le'Veon Bell for the Steelers. Pittsburgh Steelers. Clay, there you go. Did his fireman stuff, and now he comes back and gets to smoke up with a little Le'Veon Bell. Le'Veon Bell, you're coming your way, Clay. Congratulations. Could have been potentially a Hall of Famer if you didn't get greedy. Arch one. All right. Fire. It was 4-3 when the break was getting. I was getting ready for the break here. All right. Le'Veon Bell. All right, Clay. Congrats. Again, Beckett on your authentication. Victoria. All right. This was box 7. Box 7. Why did I have a baseball guy, by the way, guys? No one made fun of me for that. You should have, because I'm dumb. All right. Get a little beer juice on that. We're talking baseball. We're talking baseball trade deadline. I'm getting out Doug Harvey over here. Help us out in that. Most trades ever on trade deadline day in the history of the game. And here I am doing a football break. All right, guys, here we go. Good luck. We have a deflated football from the Green Bay Packers. You might know him from being on TV with Pat McAfee. We've got the Hawk, AJ Hawk. All right, AJ Hawk. This football, maybe Tom Brady had his hands on it, but either way, Packers football right there got its Super Bowls on it. All 4 of them. Beckett authenticated AJ Hawk. All right, Pack Attack. All right, Packers. Mike, congratulations. No, you just keep deferring salaries so the new owner that you sell the team to pays all those salaries. That's the Mets about Bobby Bonilla. All right. Green Bay Packers. AJ Hawk. All right, we got Packers, Steelers, and Titans. Oh, my. Yes, he is Ohio State. That's good call, Mike. Good call. Yeah. Here you go. Here's your sister. Oh, quarterback. Yeah, I know. Quarterback. Quinn's sister. Brady Quinn. Yeah. Or sister, not sister, but Brady Quinn. Yeah, I knew the answer to that. I just can't think. They highlighted the heck out of that when they were in college, playing against each other. When Ohio State played Notre Dame, my God, they showed them in the. And she wasn't bad looking though. They showed her all the time. All right, Packers, Steelers, Titans. Oh, geez, Greg. Greg. What didn't he snag? He did have a very good week. But please, Greg, don't ever go Jeff Hawks on me. I'll give you a hug. I'll come. I'll drive out to Buffalo and give you a hug if you promise you won't do that. All right, Steelers. I got Jones with the Steelers guess. Packers, Steelers, and Titans. Packers, Steelers, Titans. All right, I think the only correct guess is going to be Jones. If I missed somebody, let me know. But Jones was the only one I saw that was definitely there. All right, Jones. Or Jones, not Jones. Was it Jones? Who was it? Yeah, Jones was the only correct one I saw. All right, Jones, you're gonna have 2 hits and 1 whammy. 2 hits and 1 whammy here, Jones. All right, Jones. You have gold. Can't get that over. Gold, silver, and babes. Oh, jeez. Yeah, right there on Peach Street, Greg. I am there. I will be on Peach Street. We will go there. We will have a good time. I'm down. Anybody else want to meet us? Peach Street, Quaker Steak and Lube. Let's go. All right, Jones going gold. All right, Jones. You are welcome and sure. All right. Pass up with the babes. The babes had not one but 2 packs. You would have got an absolute a calendar pack and a gravity prestige pack. All right, then you passed up on silver. Silver was the big whammy. All right, silver had your own secret stash case. This was a spam. You could stash anything in a fake can of spam. That's right, your own very own fake can of spam. Not coming your way. All right. That means you have a shot at a monster. This is a huge one. How about a Prism Jumbo 2024 pack? Let's go. Let's go. Let me write your name. I didn't write your name, Jones. All right. Prism 2024 Jumbo pack. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. All right. Future Hall of Famer Matthew Stafford, Zaire Franklin, Bradley Chubb, Kenneth Walker III, Chris Johnson, Julius Peppers, Kyler. Here's a silver prism of Tip Rinman. You have Kyler on a parallel. Warren Moon, Javion Sanders, Jatavion Sanders, should say. Tommy Tremble, a little tight end love. Devon Shane, fireworks rookie right there. Not a bad fireworks rookie of Devon Shane or A-Chain or everything that he's been wanting to be called. How about a Xavier Worthy rookie? Xavier Worthy rookie. And a Michael Penix Jr. rookie. All right, those cards coming your way, Jones. You'll take that all day, every day. Meadville, huh? Meadville, all right, brewery, Voodoo Brewery in Meadville. Let's go out and eat there. You could go hang out with your best friend, and I'm gonna go get a couple drinks at Voodoo. Yeah, he's in the central Pennsylvania area, so he could come meet us. We got Thomas. With them, maybe get some of the guys from the Cleveland area, like Mike or Ross, or a few of those guys. All right. Jose was the last game I got to put in there. Give me 1 second. I got to just get a couple updates from our break spots that were available or not sold or all the good stuff. All right. Let me go look. What is available? All right. I have a total of 14 spots remaining. All right. Here's the deal. We'll have to figure that out, Thomas. We'll figure that out sometime. Been a little crazy with my life lately, but we'll figure that out. If not in the next day, but the next couple weeks. All right, guys. Several spots remain. Grab bag, full size. We have the single jersey. That's part of the grab bag. I am going to do. There are 14 total spots remaining. 14 total spots remaining. Every spot starting right now. Right now. 12:10 is going to have a chance at the giveaways. All right, here are your giveaways, and I'm going to load it up. All right. We will load this up with I'm trying to get. There we go. All right. These are going to be the giveaways. All right. Every spot. So out of the last 14 spots, someone's going to get a hobby pack with a guaranteed autograph rookie from the 2020 Elite Extra Edition baseball pack. Could have 2 autos or 1 auto and 1 memorabilia card, but guaranteed to have at least 1 auto. Then someone's going to get a 2025 LSU On It Gravity pack. This is the Hobby Gravities. So someone's going to get one of these. Someone's going to get a low 2022 Sage Football with a guaranteed auto rookie card. And someone's going to get a Monopoly Prism Basketball 24-25 pack. So, like I said, there's only 14 spots. Every spot going to get you a chance at one of these packs. So, a couple hobby packs, a Gravity, and a Monopoly Prism Basketball pack. Everything that the rest of the night is based around buying those last few spots. I do apologize. Here I am being a used car salesman, but some really good stuff there as well. All right, so what is available? There are 8 spots in the grab bag. What do you get in the grab bag? This thing is the best value of the night. It is added right as the break starts. So someone's guaranteed to get an autographed Tom Glavine batting helmet. So someone's going to get the autographed Tom Glavine batting helmet. Someone is going to get a Gold Rush value pack. This is 3 cards. One of them is almost always, I can't guarantee, but almost always a slab and or autograph card. 2 people are going to get autographed 8x10 photos, multi-sport pack. Then 32 spots in a 4-box break. 2 autographed first year and or rookie cards. Football, 2 autographed 8x10 football photos. And then the 5 spots are in the single Gold Rush jersey break. We have the Cardinals, Falcons, Ravens, Jaguars, and Commanders. So a lot of spots. There are going to be, out of the 41 spots sold, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So 8 people are guaranteed to get something, 8 spots, and then potentially an additional spot from the single. So as much as 9 people. All right, full-size football helmet. Cardinals are loaded. Actually, there's 3 really big hits here potentially with the Cardinals. Bengals are in this, and then Saints. So we have 3 spots in our full-size helmet: Cardinals, Bengals, Saints. And then we have in our baseball break, we just have the Orioles, Rockies, and that's it, guys. Orioles and Rockies in our baseball break. It's a 3-box, 8x10, 16x20 jersey and baseball break. So those are the spots that are available tonight. Everything else sold out of here, and every spot since 12:10 that comes in will get you a chance at those giveaways that I showed you right here on the table. So let me go in. I see a few orders coming through, so thank you guys. Well, bonus love for the late buyers, and much appreciated. Greg, Mike Evans, Jones coming in with some spots here. Thank you guys. All right, so Jones, I've got you with the Jags. Michael Evans, I have you with a couple grab bags. Greg has the Bungles and a couple grab bags. And then I see Steve. Steve is grabbing the Rockies. All right, a few spots still remain. Thank you guys. Good luck. Still have the Orioles spot in the baseball break. Loaded potential. Let me see who had the Saints. I feel like I sold the Saints spot. Cardinals and Saints are still out there in the full size. Okay, so I did. All right, and remember, each spot is going to get you a chance at these giveaways. So now we are down to just about 8 spots available to get a chance at an autograph hobby pack, a couple autograph hobby packs here, Bionic Gravity with a chance at an on-card auto, and the Prism Monopoly Prism basketball. All right, guys. If you enjoy these breaks, feel free to hit the like button. I appreciate that. If you have any questions, just let me know. All right, let's see. All right, here's the deal. On top, we're going to do the baseball break. We're going to do this baseball break to sell these last couple spots in our baseball break. I am going to have whoever buys the last Orioles spot. Um, Orioles spot will get a USA mega pack. So 50-50 chance at an auto or memorabilia card. So we'll do it's a 2023. So a chance at a Paul Skeens rookie in here even. So someone's going to get a USA Stars and Stripes mega pack, 50-50 chance at an auto or memorabilia card. It'll be a left or right choice. Left or right will be your choice. And this will be on top of getting a chance at one of the other packs. So whoever buys that last baseball spot we'll get that pack choice. All right, don't worry if you don't see your name under the Rockies. I will hit refresh here in a little bit. No, Greg. No dislikes because we're going to go get some wings. And you know what the most underrated thing, Greg, at Quaker Steak is? Most underrated thing, they're pretzels and beer cheese. Pretzel and beer cheese at Quaker Steak is by far the most underrated thing there. All right, boxes 3, 4, and 5, I think, are the numbers. Let me double check here. 3, 4, 5. All right, so they are. All right, 3, 4, 5. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7 times. Box 3 for the jersey. All right, so box 3 for our baseball jersey. All right, remember, the Orioles spot gets a 50-50, not 50, they're guaranteed the USA Stars and Stripes pack. All right, so remember, whoever buys this last spot gets a USA Stars and Stripes. It's a 2023 pack, a very in-demand pack because you chance at the Paul Skeens rookies and autos. All right, box 1. Box 1 is our place order for the baseball. We also have 2, 4, 5, and 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7 times. Box number 2. Box number 2 for our baseball. All right, box 2. Box 2. Box 1 is out of here. All right, box number 1 is our placeholder for the photo. Box 1 is our placeholder for the photo. That's 4, 7, 8, 9, and 10. 1, 4, 7, 8, 9, and 10. So 1, 4, 7, 8, 9, and 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 times. Box 7. Box 7. All right, this is box 7. There is box 1 out of here. All right. Did see a spot. Someone came in by a couple spots. Clay bought a couple grab bags. Oh, he got the Orioles in a grab bag. All right, Clay, let me mark you down. You can get one of those packs. All right. Just 3 grab bags remain, guys. Just 3 grab bags remain. And then we have the full-size spots. We've never had the full-size spots be the last ones to remain, ever, in a dad break. So, see if we can change that. All right, Clay. I'm going to hit refresh, and then you're going to pick a pack here. All right, Clay. Let me know left or right. Left or right, Clay. You're going to tell me which pack you would like. Left it is. All right. Take the right one out. All right, Clay. Curves and Stripes 2023. All right. Dylan Cup. We have a Mai Ahuna. Cam Johnson. Matthew Champion. And I'm going to tell you right now, you didn't get an auto, but you got a great rookie at the end here. How about this? Colt Emerson. Colt Emerson on a Prism rookie. There you go. The young shortstop for the Mariners, Colt Emerson on a Prism rookie. All right, congratulations. Nice pull right there. Colt Emerson, Prism rookie. Well, bonus love for Clay. All right, guys. We have on the table, we have Jake with the Diamondbacks, Jose with the Braves, Clay with the Orioles, Craig with the Red Sox. Jake has the Cubs, Gilbert with the White Sox, Clay with the Reds, Steve with the Guards and the Rocks, David with the Tigers, Gilbert's got the Astros, Michael's got the Royals, Case with the Angels, Aaron's got the Dodgers, David with the Marlins, Victoria with the Brewers, David with the Twins, Gilbert's got the Mets, Case with the Yanks, Christian with the A's, Chuck Wagon with the Phillies, Aaron with the Pirates, Justin's got the Friars, Zach Attack with the Giants, Aaron with the M's, Michael Evans with his Cards, David with the Rays, Jared's got the Rangers, Steve got the Jays and the Nats. All right, guys, thank you again. Oh, yeah, I said no more guesses before I even asked if anybody's guessing. Real quickly, give me one team. Everybody guesses. Everybody that guesses correctly will get a box of mystery. If we have 4 or more, we'll just put a bunch of packs out there. All right. We have 3 spots in the grab bag and 2 spots in the full size helmet. So just 5 spots remain, guys. Just 5 spots remain. Remember, those spots will get you a chance at those giveaways that I'm doing as well. So feel free to grab those spots. All right, last 5 spots remain. 3 in the grab bag and 2 in the full size helmets. All right, guys. Good luck. No more guesses. No more guesses here, guys. Good luck, everybody. Let's do our baseball. All right. Quack, quack. Box 2. Box 2. Quack, quack, quack. Box 2 right here. We're going to start with the baseball. All right. Oh, I know this name. Good thing I didn't ask for names because this guy was juiced, and guess what? JSA authenticated. Jose Canseco inscribed. Juiced. All right, the Oakland A's on the hit here. Christian, Jose Canseco coming your way. Juiced on the inscription for Jose Canseco. All right, a little Jose Canseco. Yeah, I don't know if we've ever pulled a juiced Canseco before. All right, we have baseball jersey number 3. This is sealed up all the way around. Seeing some green in here. Seeing some green. Oh, we have a St. Patrick's Day jersey. All right, from the New York Mets. The Doc is in. Doc, a.k.a. Dwight Gooden. Doc Gooden on a Mets. Gilbert, there we go. Gilbert, Doc Gooden on a Mets St. Patrick's Day jersey. Your camera's not off. Your screen is not off. All right, Doc Gooden on a St. Patrick's Day jersey for the Mets. All right, guys. Last one. It's photo time. Quack, quack. This is box 7 right there. We're going to see that seal. Comes to this side. Does its thing. Thank you guys for making tonight such a delight after last week. I needed this, so thank you guys. Every one of you. Little hug, little love coming your way. Oh, the Hawk. That's a classic Hawk right there. The Hall of Famer, the MVP with the Cubs. Oh, that's nice. The Hawk. Andre Dawson. Andre the Hawk Dawson right across the legs right there. That is a Cubs hit for Jake. Jake's been fired tonight. Thank you, Jake. Congrats. That, by the way, going to be a Beckett authentication on your Hawk. All right, Jake. All right. What a matchup you would have had in the 80s. Doc Gooden versus the Hawk. 2 legendary players in the 80s. Obviously, Canseco, too, but Canseco wouldn't have faced them very much. All 3 legendary 80s players, though. Hard to get many players from the 80s that were more legendary than those 3 players, actually. Hey, Gilbert, I got to get my butt to bed, too. Gilbert, I appreciate the kind words, though. I really do. Steve, to be honest with you, I don't know. It probably goes out of nowhere because it was at the very end of the night. But you know his personality as well as I do almost. And I thought it was just another, hey, I didn't get any hits at the end. It stinks. But then it carried over into emails and then feedbacks. It just, the outburst continued. All right, Cubs, Mets, and A's for the guesses. Cubs, Mets, and A's. All right, Steve, I've got you with the Cubs. I've got Christian with the A's. All right, those are the only 2 that I'm seeing. Yeah, he definitely said that he drinks, and sometimes he blamed it on his drinking. He would apologize once in a while. He did not. He went hours late to make sure I knew he wasn't apologizing this time. All right. There'll be 2 hits and 1 whammy. I have Christian and I have Steve. Christian and Steve. If I'm missing somebody, let me know. But Christian and I see Steve. All right. These are the boxes. We have a All right, we have a golden egg, we have a babes, and we have a gingerbread house. It was pretty bad, Jones. It was pretty bad. The emails that he sent, he threatened my daughter, which he threatened me, but threatening my daughter was what just put me over the top. Like, just drove me nuts, and it's been driving me nuts. Yeah, he did. All right, I did. I reported it to eBay because I don't. What else are you gonna do? Like, yeah, yeah, no, I know. It's what good's it gonna do? That's what I did, Greg. To be honest with you, I did it first. I'm not gonna lie. I did that the first night, and then it got worse, and I honestly haven't in general since, which is probably a bad Christian of me. But all right, well, Steve and Christian. I need Christian to make a selection. Hopefully, he's still here. Cavalier 77. Make a selection. Maybe we lost Christian. All right, there he is. Egg. All right, the egg is gone. Steve, I need you to make a pick. Santa. All right. Both of you guys passed up on the babes. The babes had the whammy. All right, the cat in the hat. All right, so you guys missed out on a cat in the hat figurine. Random. All right, so Santa, that is going to go out to Steve. Steve, you are going to get, how about this? Huge potential, Steve. This is the big one. A Topps Chrome Update 2024 pack. The biggest potential product you can find. All right, Steve. Let's see if we can pull you a monster. 2024 Topps Update. It's a mega pack. Mega pack. Let's see. How about a Jack Leiter, rookie Jack Leiter? Kyle Tucker, a K Wing Tang, and a Geo Ursula. Geo Ursula. All right, your big one there is the Jack Leiter. Jack Leiter. All right, like I said, that's a huge potential product, but only 4 cards, you never know. All right, Christian, golden egg, golden egg. Little Topps baseball, 2023 Topps Heritage Baseball. Yeah, you're welcome. We tried for a big one. All right, Christian. Let's go down here. Topps Heritage. Always a fun product. Not always the biggest hits, but a fun product. Kyle Seager. Whit Merrifield. Hard to believe these guys are already out of baseball a couple of years. Giancarlo, don't call me Mike Stanton. Adolis Garcia. Alberto Mondesi. Logan Webb. Austin Slater. Buster Posey. And home run leaders Vlad Jr., Fernando Tatis, and Salvador Perez. Couple guys, sons of greats, Tatis and Vlad Jr. One of Hall of Famers. All right, Christian, those cards coming your way. Really? Oh man, now I gotta look at that and ask my daughter. See, that's funny. I'll tell Thomas I appreciate it. Troy, honestly, I don't want to say, but I will say it was Jeff Hawks. It was Hawks. Just the things he said were, he sent 6 emails, they were spiteful. It started out with a really threatening email, and I replied to it just asking if there was anything I could do and help out. I went above the board, and the emails that followed, he gave me a negative, and one negative. It was a single negative, and he sent me a very spiteful email. And I just replied. I had ChatGPT help me with create it. I wrote what was happening, and I wanted to write a very professional reply. And he followed it with 5 more messages and 13 additional negative feedbacks that were just really hurtful. And I left it. I never responded back, and that's where I am today. So I'll just leave it at that. I'm sorry. I shouldn't really go on about it very much more, though. All right, guys. Let me see where I stand with things. All right. I got Clay's in there. Justin, what up, Justin? I've got you with the Saints. Thank you, Justin. And then I've got Case with a couple grab bags. All right, guys, there's one grab bag remaining and one full size helmet spot remaining. Each one of those spots will get a football pack. How about that? Each one of those spots on top of the chance. There's a football spot and a grab bag. All right, so in order to finish the last 2 things of the night, there's 3 spots in order I need it. It bothered me. It did. I'm not going to lie. It did. It was hard. And I don't even, like I said, I prayed. I did a lot the first night, and then it came back harder than ever, and it was hard for me. I'm not going to lie. It was hard. I didn't know how to handle it. All right, guys. Each one of those spots will get you a Prestige 2024 spot. So one grab bag left, and there's one full size helmet. The Cardinals actually have 3 really good full size helmet hits potential. So each one of those, if you buy one, you get a pack of Prestige 2024. So like I said, on top of having a chance at these spots here. And I don't even care if people give me a positive feedback. Just don't give me a negative and then say all the crap you did. That's all I'm saying. Just don't say all that crap. All right, Case is getting one of those. That's going to leave one spot remaining. One spot remaining. Case, I'm just going to let Thomas. I'm not sure. Case, if you're in the chat, tell me left or right. If I don't hear from you in 10 seconds, I'll have Thomas pick. I'm not sure if Case is in the chat. I'll let Case Townsley though. Case T pick left or right. And like I said, if you're in the chat, you can let me know. If not, I'll just have right. All right, Case. Thank you again very much. This spot will be whoever buys that Cardinal spot will get this pack right there. Okay. All right, Case. Little gravity pack, little bonus extra for you here. Thank you again, Kid Reporter. All right. Well, here we go. Little Jalen Hurts to be so good. We have running back Jamal Lewis. That is going to be Jaden Reed. Jaden Reed right there. How about a Harmon Moore? That's throwing an old school right there, Harmon Moore. And last but not least, there is a Spencer Rattler. Spencer Rattler on your last one. All right. A little something, something. Thank you again, Case. I appreciate it. All right. And I think there's one spot remaining. Yes, one spot remaining, that full-size helmet. And don't worry, I am going in right now, and I'm just copying and pasting all the names that I need to for that potential giveaway. Though not potential, but the giveaway. So, Case. All right, so I'll have Case in there 3 times. Justin in there. Play. Steve. Greg. Mike E. And then Jones. All right, and then someone bought this last one. And this last spot is Jake. Jake, you're going to get that other pack, and you're going to have a chance at all these giveaways. All right, Jake, thank you. And then we put Jake's name here. All right, Jake, first of all, thank you. You bought the last spot. You're going to get this pack here. Cardinals coming your way. Hey, if you hit with the Cardinals, you're going to be a happy camper because you're a Cardinals guy. All right, Jake, thank you very kindly. You're going to get a little Art Monk. This guy took forever to get in the Hall of Fame. Deserved it way faster than he got in. There is Mr. Gordick, special teamer. Right there. That is Darius Davis. Jerry Rice, Oakland Raiders jersey? What? Jerry Rice in the Raiders uni. And your rookie is going to be a Cole Bishop. Cole Bishop rookie. But I could just say, what? Jerry Rice in the Raiders uni? That's crazy. All right, Jake. All right, guys. These are for those bonus giveaways on top of what I mentioned, for the grab bag. Thank you guys again, everybody, for closing things out. All right, guys. Top name will get the autograph hobby pack for baseball. Second name will get the On It Gravity. Third name gets the autograph hobby football 2022. And then the fourth name will get the Monopoly Prism pack. All right, there's 2, 3, 4, 5. There's 6. One more makes it 7. Greg's going to get the hobby pack. Justin's going to get the gravity pack. Clay's going to get the hobby pack. And Steve's going to get a little gravity. All right. So it's Greg, Justin, Clay, and Steve. All right. Now, don't worry about that. What you see on the screen. Let me just write these names down for me. Greg. So, Greg, there's a little love for you. Justin. Clay. And Steve. All right, guys. All right, Steve. That's yours. Clay, that is yours. And then the last pack in here, this Gravity LSU pack, that is going to be Justin's. And then Greg, guaranteed to get an auto. Could be 1 auto, 1 man, could be 2 autos. Greg, that is going to be your pack right there. All right, Steve, here's your Monopoly Prism pack. All right, Monopoly Prism for Steve. You have a Jason Tatum. Stephen Castle rookie right there. Nice young baller right there, Stephen Castle. Zach Levine. And a Jacoby Walter rookie, but a nice Stephen Castle. All right, Stephen Castle rookies, you have a nice one. All right, Steve, those cards coming your way. All right, this is Clay. Clay, guaranteed to have an autographed rookie from the 2022 draft class. All right, Braxton Burmeister, Dustin Crum, Kyron Williams, there's a good one. Kyron Williams rookie. Hassan Hoskins, skip the rookie. Skip the auto, I mean. Trey Morrison and Daniel Barker. Your auto is a Tyron Davis Price. Tyron Davis Price, former. Tyron Davis Price was a 49, if I'm not mistaken. Tyron Davis Price. Maybe an Eagle as well. Maybe also an Eagle. All right. This is going to be Justin. Justin, this is an LSU Gravity Pack. All right. See if we can get you an on-card auto. Not guaranteed, but see if we can get you one. All right. Ashton Stamps. Aiden Corbello. Oh, a short print. No auto in here, but a short print. Devon Keys, number 3 of 9. Devon Keys on a very short print right there. Number 3 of 9. Devon Keys. Gabriel Relaford and Tylen Singleton. But a very nice short print, number 3 of 9. All right, Justin, those cards will be coming your way. And last but not least, Greg. At least one auto, could be one auto, one mem, or 2 autos in here. Oh, all right. You have 2 autos, but one of the autos is an auto patch card, and it's a name that you might recognize. Oh, wait. All right. It's an on-card auto. All right. First card out of $9.99, Ian Bedell. Then out of $4.99, Milan Tolentino. How about a rookie out of 34? Die cut, Garrett Crochet. Garrett Crochet, die cut out of 34. That's a banger right there. Garrett Crochet, rookie, die cut out of 34. How about an auto, on-card die cut auto out of 20? Clayton Beater, on-card auto out of 20. And then check this out. Bobby Dahlbeck, on-card auto patch. Bobby Dahlbeck out of 75. Great pack. Bobby Dahlbeck right there. And how about that Garrett Crochet and Clayton Beater? A couple of nice short prints. You are welcome. All right, guys. It is time to get the grab bag rocking and rolling. All right, grab bag rocking and rolling. Remember, our next break will be on Thursday. We're breaking on Thursday this week. It'll be a smaller break, even a little bit smaller probably than tonight. All right, guys. Check this out. We have Gorge Value Pack, 2 8x10s, Tom Glavine Bounty Helmet, the 4 spots in the single jersey break, and then the 4-box exclusive break. These are all the names. 41 names. They're going to go into random.org 7 times, spit back out, and this is the order we're going to go. All right, guys, here we go. 7 times. There's 1. 2. There's 4. 5. 6, and 7 times. Victoria! All right, we're going to copy these. These are the names as you see right there. And we're going to spit it back out. Whoops. All right, Victoria's going to get the value pack. Josh was going to get an autograph photo. Jose's an autograph photo. Clay is going to get the autographed Tom Glavine helmet. Then we're going to have Jake, Case, Joshua, Shirley, and Jesse get Gore single jersey. And then in our 4-box break, it's going to be Case all the way down to Michael. And you guys will be able to talk trades here in a little bit. All right, first things first. Let's look at that batting helmet that's going out to Clay. Clay, Hall of Famer Tom Glavine. All right, Hall of Famer Tom Glavine on your batting helmet right there. That'll be coming your way, Clay. Congratulations. That is JSA authenticated on your Tom Glavine batting helmet. Congratulations, Clay. Let me mark that down. All right. Gold Rush Value Pack, Victoria, this is going to be yours. And then we have two photos. And I don't know, do we have Joshua and Jose? Joshua and Jose, we have numbers 5, 6, 9, and 10. 5, 6, 9, and 10. If you guys are here, you can make a selection. 5, 6, 9, and 10 for Joshua and Jose. 5, 6, 9, and 10. Nine and 10. All right, 9 and 10. You got it. Put 5 and 6 away. 9 and 10 will stay out. All right. All right, 9 is going out to. All right, and then Josh is. All right, so Josh wants 10. No, Josh wants 9. Josh got 9. All right, Jose has 10. And Victoria has the value pack. All right. All right. Joshua, this is number 9. Let's start out. We'll give it a little tap from the duck. This is Joshua's pack. Joshua, how about this? How about a little Tim Witherspoon? Tim Witherspoon, boxing, Beckett authenticated photo right there. Tim Witherspoon going out to Joshua. Joshua, congratulations. Little autograph 8 by 10 Tim Witherspoon photo right there. Little action shot. All right, that'll be Joshua's. Jose, this is going to be yours. We'll tap again. Jose, your autograph 8 by 10. Get that. It's one in the stick. Going old school. How about this? How about Frank Thomas? That's right, Frank Thomas on an old school photo right there. Not the Big Heart. The OG, the original Frank Thomas from the Pittsburgh Pirates right there. Whoop. Frank Thomas right there. 50s into the 60s. OG Frank Thomas. He actually sometimes autographed it. The original Frank Thomas. All right. Mark these down real quick. All right. I did not know that, Thomas. All right, Victoria. Here is your Gold Rush Value Pack. Let's give this a tap too. Gold Rush Value Pack for Victoria. Sealed up. This is the one that has the most wild card. There is a slab in here. There is a slab. All right, Victoria. Let's find out what you're getting. All right, you have. Ooh, this is a nice rookie right here. Rookie Phenom. Rookie phenom right there. Ramondre Stevenson optic patch. All right, that's a nice Ramondre Stevenson optic patch. You'll take that every day, all day. Then you have a short print out of 10. Short print out of 10. First year draft pick, Patrick Marleau. Patrick Marleau right there. It's a nice Patrick Marleau rookie. And then you're going to like this one. There's no auto here, but you got a patch and you got a slab. All right, you're going to get a 2016 Panini Prism Mint 9 Jimmy Johnson. Jimmy Johnson, Panini Prism out of 9, Jimmy Johnson right there. Congratulations, nice looking card. Jimmy Johnson. Victoria. All right. Now give me 1 second. I got to fill in the rest of these spots that came in from our grab bags, and we'll do those 2 breaks. There's 3 total breaks remaining. All right. Jake to Joshua. Then we had Charlene with the Jaguars. And Jesse with the Commanders. All right. We have this break right here. Let me hit refresh, and we'll get into this one here in a second. All right, guys. I want everybody out there, give me one NFL division. If you guess the division correctly, you get a chance here to Box of Mystery. Everybody give me one NFL division. And we'll figure this one out here in a second. So give me one NFL division, and don't worry, I'm changing this. I just want to make an update on my end. Don't worry, you don't see if it doesn't make sense. Don't worry. No. All right, box 1 is on the table, and I also have the other box. I can't see it, so let me go grab it. Box number 6, 1 and 6. So it's gonna be one of these 2, 1 or 6. And we're gonna end the night 3 football breaks, 1 and 6. That's okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7 times. Box 6 is gonna be the one we use. All right, guys. In our break, we are looking at Jake with the Cardinals, Case with the Falcons, Josh with the Ravens, Greg's got the Bills, David with the Panthers, Troy's got the Bears, David with the Bengals and Browns, Charlene's got the Boys, Greg with the Broncos, Paul's got the Lions, David with the Packers, Paul's got the Texans, Mike has the Colts, Charlene's got the Jags, William's got the Chiefs, Christian's got the Raiders, David's got the Chargers and Rams, Clay's got the Dolphins, Paul's got the Vikes, Charlene with the Pats, David's got the Saints and Giants, Paul's got the Jets, Ira's got the Fly Eagle Fly, Charlene with the Steelers, David's got the Niners, Robert's with the Seahawks, Michael's got the Bucks, David with the Titans, and Jesse sitting on the commode. All right, guys. Good luck, everybody. I hope you're doing well, sticking around, having some fun. Let's pull a heater. Life is like Box of Mystery. You never know what you're going to get. This is box 6, guys. No more guesses. Let's pull a heater. All right, secondary seal right there. Oh, Hall of Famer. Linebacker Brian Urlacher. Brian Urlacher on the hit for the Bears. Troy. There you go, Troy. Hall of Fame linebacker Brian Urlacher. All right, Troy, nice hit. Hometown hero for you. Big Bears fan, Troy getting a nice hit. You are welcome. Beckett on your authentication. Hall of Fame 2018. All right, that's an NFC North for the guess. NFC North. All right, Troy with the guess and the hit. Also with the correct guess, Jesse. And Jeff Sandhofer. All right, so it's going to be down to Troy, Jesse, and Jeff. If I missed somebody, let me know. Troy, Jesse, and Jeff. All right, Troy, Jesse, and Jeff put their boxes of mystery together. There are 2 hits and 1 whammy. 2 hits and 1 whammy out there. All right, Troy, Jesse, and Jeff. We're going to have Rose Gold, Toolbox, and Golden Egg. All right, top name, pick of the box of mystery. 2 hits, 1 whammy. 1, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7 times. Jeff. All right, Jeff. 2 hits, 1 whammy. Go ahead, make your selection. Good luck, Jeff. Toolbox. All right. Passed up on the golden. Silver Rose Gold. Inside here was a Zenith pack, a Zenith 2025 pack. All right, missed on that. Then you passed up on the whammy. Inside the whammy was your very own pair of White Castle boxers. All right, so you missed on a pair of White Castle boxers. All right, those late night goodies. We're staying here. All right, Jeff. You are going to get yourself a pack of 2025 Donruss Elite. 2025 Donruss Elite. All right, here we go, Jeff. Ooh, you're going to like what's on the back. I'm going to tell you that right now, Jeff. You'll like what's on the back. How about a Puka Nakua? Jerry Judy. Dave Craig. Former Raider Josh Jacobs. But how about this? Jordan Addison, full throttle. There you go, Minnesota Viking. Jordan Addison, full throttle. That'll be coming your way. All right, Jeff. Congrats. All right, guys. It is time for our grab bag exclusive. So I'm going to show you the spots that are in this. 2 sign-in slab and 2 8x10 picks. These are the teams that were assigned. If anybody wants to make a trade, let me know. Hey, Greg up. Good night, Greg. If you are heading to bed, Greg, Have a good night. Take care, and let's meet up in Erie. I will be down. Seriously. All right, Case has the Cards, Jesse with the Falcons, Paul's got the Ravens and Bills, Davey with the Panthers, Aaron's got the Bears, Mike has the Bengals, Mike Evans has the Browns, Clay with the Boys, Greg has the Broncos, Case with the Lions, Greg has the Packers, Michael Evans with the Texans and Colts, Jose's got the Jags, Clay with the Chiefs, Jones with the Raiders, Greg has the Chargers, Davey with the Rams, Greg. I'm trying to get it. I like it, Greg. Greg's got the Chargers, David with the Rams. Greg's got the Dolphins and the Vikes. Clay's got the Pats. Greg's got the Saints. Mike has the Giants. Shirley with the Jets. Michael Evans with the Eagles. Jake with the Steelers. Victoria with the Niners. Mike Evans has the Seahawks. Jesse with the Bucks. Jeff P with the Titans. And Michael Evans has the Commanders. All right, if anybody's looking to make a trade, go ahead and discuss that now. I won't put guest options yet. You can discuss trades for now. All right, for the two photos, I have 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 10. All right, guys. Top two numbers. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7 times. 10 and 6. 10 and 6 are going to be the two that we use here. All right, so 10 and 6. Let me cross those off. 6 is 10. All right. Here's number 6. And here is number 10. All right. Then, brand new case from this Gold Rush Sign and Slab case. One cut. There's a second cut. Up. All right. Take those. Give it a little plopsy. All right. This is what they look like. Here's how we'll do this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1 through 5 on the left, 6 through 10 on the right. Now remember, if it's got the NFL team mention or logo, it'll go to that team because these are a lot of first-year rookies. So like a Brett Favre might have Falcons. It would go to the Falcons. Now if it has Brett Favre only in a college logo, it would go to the Packers. All right, 6 and 8. 6 and 8. So that's just a reminder of how the Sign and Slabs would go. 6 and 8. All right. So this is going to be 6, 7, 8. All right, guys. Any trade chatter? Any trade chatter? All right, no trades. So that means at this point, I want everybody out there to give me one NFL team. Everybody gets this correctly, gets a chance at a box of mystery. And I'm going to tell you right now, one of the boxes will have a $15 gift card and an auto. So one auto or $15 gift card or a whammy. Auto, gift card, or whammy. Everybody give me a team. All right, guys. I have Case with the Cardinals, Jesse with the Falcons, Paul has the Ravens and the Bills, Steve with the Panthers, Aaron's got the Bears, Mike has the Bengals, Michael Evans with the Browns, Clay's got the Boys, Greg's got the Broncos, Chase with the Lions, Greg's got the Packers, Michael Evans with the Texans and Colts, Jose with the Jags, Clay's got the Chiefs, Jones with the Raiders, Greg's got the Chargers, David with the Rams, Greg's got the Dolphins and Vikes, Clay with the Pats, Greg's got the Saints, Mike has the Giants, Shirley with the Jets, Michael Evans with the Eagles, Jake has the Steelers, Victoria with the 49ers, Michael Evans with the Seahawks, Jesse with the Bucks, Jeff has the Titans, and Michael's got the Commanders. All right, guys, I'm calling it here. No more guesses. Good luck, everybody. Let's start it out. Photo 6. Photo 6. Let's get the beard back out there. A little juice, a little beard juice on everything first. All right, box 6 and a football tab. All right, so it's going to be sealed up, going across. We have an autograph. This is going to be current team. Jerry Judy. Jerry Judy on the hit right there. That's a nice looking Jerry Judy photo. Nice looking. That is JSA authenticated. Jerry. 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 All right, so the Browns in this break. Michael Evans. All right, Mike Evans. Congrats. Well, Jerry Judy. 8x10. Nice looking photo. All right. Right there. All right, Mike. Congrats. Beer juiced. Football 10. Box 10. Box 10 sealed up. Oh, that's a great one. From the Detroit Lions. Future Hall of Famer. Future Hall of Famer. This is a Lions photo. Look at this. Case. Matthew Stafford. Matthew Stafford in a Lions jersey. Great pull. Absolutely great right there. Stafford and Beckett authenticated. Future Hall of Famer. Matthew Stafford. Congratulations, Case. Great hit. All right, guys, here we go. Number 8. Or I forget what numbers they were, but we'll just pretend it was 8. Sign and slab. 6. 6. This was 6, then that was 8. That's what it was. All right. Here we go. Secondary seal right here. We're going to give this a rip. See what we got. Oh, Hall of Fame autograph rookie Isaac Bruce. Isaac Bruce for the Rams. That's awesome. Awesome. David, that's a sick hit. David off the schneid and into the big world right there. Isaac Bruce, autograph rookie of the Hall of Famer. Well, Fleer Ultra rookie. What year? 96 is it? 94. 1994 Fleer Ultra. 1994 Fleer Ultra autograph rookie Isaac Bruce. Beckett 10. All right, David. David might be asleep. He's going to be happy about that one. All right. Let's go. Let's go. Give that a tap. One more. This was number 8. One more tap. Why not? We'll give it a rep down. Oh, another great player. 2007 tops Denver Broncos Champ Bailey. Champ Bailey. Greg, there you go. Autograph rookie Champ Bailey. Going out to Greg right there. Congratulations, Greg. Champ Bailey autograph rookie. That's not a rookie. I guess this isn't a rookie. But it's an autograph Champ Bailey. I thought it was a rookie at first, but he would have been a rookie with the Redskins. So that's Champ Bailey right there. Nice pull, Greg. I was like, wait, because he was traded for Clinton Portis. But either way, 2007 tops Champ Bailey autograph. Congratulations, Greg, on the Hall of Famer. All right, guys. Let me put this to the side so I can look at it. We got Browns, Broncos, Lions, and Rams. Oh my! All right, Browns, Broncos, Lions, Rams. All right, so Jake, I got you with the Browns. All right, Broncos, Lions. All right, those are the only ones I see. Could be wrong, but I see Joshua, Jake, and Christian. Did I miss anybody? Joshua, Jake, and Christians are the only names I see. Again, if I miss somebody, let me know. I'm gonna put 3 boxes of mystery together. 2 hits, 1 whammy. One, 2 of them are guaranteed autos. Or no, one's a guaranteed auto, one's a guaranteed gift card. Sorry. All right, 2 hits and 1 whammy. Now we have 1 break remaining. All right, so we have whoop. All right, we have golden egg, we have the butterfly, and we have the babes. Top man picking their box. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7 times. All right, Joshua. Joshua, go ahead and make your selection. Joshua, we did, I don't know what break we just did. We did this one. All right, Joshua. Egg it is. All right, Joshua, you passed up on the babes. The babes had the $15 Dad Break gift card. Then you passed up on the butterfly. The butterfly had the guaranteed autograph hobby pack. Joshua, you got your hands on whammy. All right, Joshua. You are going to get your very own Skibbity Toilet Mystery Collector figurine. Joshua, do you want me to send this to you sealed or do you want me to unbox that right now? Joshua, let me know if you open it or send it sealed. All right, let's do it. All right, figurine time. That's a big guy. Not as small as it might look on camera. It's going to be about the size of my hand. All right. There's a. How does this want to be opened? There we go. All right. This figurine and then a checklist. All right. Here we go. You are getting this guy. I have to say it like that. You're getting that guy. His head, it looks like that, and this guy is known as Speaker Man. You got your hands on Speaker Man. That's right. Speaker Man can and will come your way. All right, Speaker Man. Boom, 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 boom. Yeah. All right, Joshua. That whammy is coming your way. If you have kids, they might appreciate it more than you and I will. Or less. So did he. All right, guys. Last break of the night. I am going to hit refresh on this. And what I'm going to do, because you stuck around to the very end, every single person that's here, you're going to give me an NFL division. And if you guess correctly, you're going to get a pack. I'm going to put a bunch of packs out there. And everybody that guesses correctly, and we're talking jersey or helmet, everybody that guesses correctly will get a box of mystery. All right, so go ahead and put your guesses out there. One NFL division. All right, guys. I got to figure out which box we're going to use. I have on the table, we're going to use black bag number 3 as a placeholder. We also have 4, 5, and 6. So 3, 4, 5, and 6 are going to be a possibility for our jersey. So 3, 4, 6. 1, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7 times. Box 3, the one that's out there. All right, box 3, we're going to stick with what's out there. Then for the helmet, on the table is box number 47. We also have the number 90. 47 and 90 are our options here. 47 and 90. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7 times. 90 is. Let me grab box 90 in the corner here. Just a second. All right. 9-0. 47, not tonight. All right. Jake has the Cardinals. Christian with the Falcons. Michael's got the Ravens. Peace with the Bills. Jeffrey's got the Panthers. Aaron's with the Bears. Gray's got the Bengals. Mike has the Browns. Jared with the Boys. Sarah's got the Broncos. Gray's got the Lions. Jeff has the Packers. Jones with the Texans. Sarah's got the Colts. Jones with the Jags. Brandon with the Chiefs. Case has the Raiders. David with the Chargers. Sarah's got the Rams. Scott with the Dolphins. Sarah with the Vikes. David with the Pats. Justin with the Saints. Greg got the Giants. David with the Jets. Michael with the Fly Eagle Fly. Shirley with the Steelers. Zachary with the Niners. Jesse with the Seahawks. Jose's got the Bucks. And David's with the Titans. And sitting on the commode. All right, everybody guesses correctly. Gonna get a box or a pack of mystery here. All right, no more guesses. Box 3 is out there on the table. Box 3, quack, quack. Box 3, sealed up. We're going to give it a cut across the top here. We have Mr. Staley, Joe Staley. Joe Staley from the 49ers. 49ers, Joseph or Joe Staley? All right, Christian. Or Christian. Zach, sorry, Christian. Zach, congratulations. Got your 49ers. What I meant to say. And Joe Staley on the hit. All right. Joe Staley, 49ers. The Zach attack. Zach, that is a that is a Beckett authentication on your Joe Staley. All right, guys. Hey, even at the worst of times, guys like Jeff are awesome. So you are awesome. Box 90. No matter what, people tell you times are tough, things suck, times can be rough. We've all gone through the down times in our life. I went through it a lot earlier this year with my dad's sickness and passed. But you are awesome. There's someone in your life that knows you're awesome, thinks you're awesome. Don't forget it. Don't ever forget it. All right, guys. Good luck. Thank you, Jake. You are awesome as well. Box 90. If it wants to come through. That's one way to get it through, right? Box 90. All right. Seal it up. All the way around. There's a cut. One more. Last cut of the night. All right, guys. Good luck, everyone. Remember, breaking on Thursday, guys. We're going to break on Thursday. Hall of Fame wide receiver, guys. Hall of Fame wide receiver. This team has been insanely hot on the full-size helmets, guys. Insanely hot in our full-size helmets. From the Seattle Seahawks, Hall of Fame wide receiver. Look at that legendary logo right there. Steve Largent. Steve Largent on the full-size Seahawks helmet. We have been fire with the Seahawks on helmets. Fire, absolute fire. All right, Jesse. Jesse, a late buy, but a big hit. Steve Largent for Jesse. Congratulations, Jesse, the former politician as well. All right, NFC West is going to be the only ones that get it correct this time. Congrats, Jesse. All right, NFC West. Zach. What up, Zach? You got the correct guess. So did Jake. And Jesse. All right, Zach, Jake, and Jesse are the only correct guesses that I see. If I'm missing somebody, let me know. You're welcome, Jesse. I'm going to move the Largent back. And I am going to hit you guys up with 3 packs out there. All right. We're going to do a Contenders 2022 Jumbo, a 2022 Autograph Hobby Pack, and a Prism Draft Picks 2023. All right. Thomas, you did too? All right, Thomas, my bad. Let's add. What can we add? We're going to add an Absolute Calendar Pack. Absolute Calendar Pack right there like that. Hey, much love back right at you, Jones. I appreciate it and thank you. I appreciate you being in here tonight. I needed it. All right, I missed you, Thomas, so let me just add you. It's going to look a little different, but that's okay. This is the order. After 7 times, and we'll just go straight left to right. There's 5, there's 6, and it's going to go as placed. Thomas is going to get the Jumbo Pack. All right, Thomas. Then Jesse, then Zach, and then Jake. All right, guys, give me 1 second to write your names down here. Thomas, Jumbo, Jesse, Zach, and Jake. All right, I've got Jake, then Zach, then Jake, then Zach, then Jesse, and Thomas. All right, Jake, this is yours. Chance at a big time hit, but small pack. All right, Jake. You have a Devontae Walker rookie, a Anthony Richardson, and a James Conner. You'll take that all day, Jake. James Conner right there for you. I want a Devontae Walker rookie. All right, Jake, those cards coming your way. Thank you, Jake. All right. Zach, this is a Prism Draft Picks 2023 pack. All right, Zach, you have a Clyde Edwards-Helaire pack card. Micah Parsons. How about a Jackson Smith and Jigba rookie right there? JSN rookie. That's a great pull. JSN rookie. Hit a Seahawks hit, and now a Seahawks legend, Seahawk current legend. Chris Rodriguez rookie, and how about a Chris Rodriguez parallel rookie? All right, Zach. Nice JSN coming your way. All right, Jesse. Guaranteed you got an auto there. at least one more auto coming out of here for you, Jesse. All right, Jesse. Cyrus Habibi Liquid, David Bell, Des Ritter, Kyron Williams, rookie. There we go. Nice Kyron Williams. Owen Pop, and Chris Olave. Nice Chris Olave. Your autograph is going to be a Chase Lucas. Chase Lucas on the auto. All right. Congrats, Jesse. All right, last but not least, Thomas. Jumbo Contenders 2022. Big night for you, Thomas. On Iverson sneaker. Swing. All right, Thomas, you have a Jameis Winston, a Justin Fields, A.J. Brown, Derrick Henry, Patty Mahomes, DJ Moore, Derek Carr, Nick Chubb, Jalen Waddle, Brandon Cooks, Leonard Fournette, James Robinson, Josh Allen. You're going to have a Mike Evans and a former, Lattimore. Rodgers, Steve Young, Tua, and Tyreek. There's a Hall of Fame we pulled on the other helmet earlier. LT, Rob Gronk, Trevor Lawrence, second year, Terrell Davis, and you ended with a Bobby Wagner player power. All right, guys, that'll do it for tonight. Hopefully, you guys had some fun, got some hits. If not, you had enjoyment, got some entertainment out of it. I'm not going to have another break until Thursday. If you have questions, hit me up in the meantime. And looking forward to talking to you and chatting with you soon. You guys take care. Awesome. Thank you, guys. Much appreciated, everybody. All right, guys. Take care.